right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at Walmart Supercenters and Walmart Neighborhood Markets.
You can feel it, the weight of all the stress in your life. It's heavy, and life's daily stressors are just making it heavier. Find the help you need at Inner Journey Healing Arts. A privately run nonprofit agency, Inner Journey Healing Arts can help you with personalized counseling services. Friends and neighbors have turned to Inner Journey Healing Arts on their road to recovery. See how they can help you at innerjourneyhealingarts.org. Ask about their new women's expressive art group. That's innerjourneyhealingarts.org.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Still have 2 right lanes blocked, 95 southbound at Congress Avenue. Boca Raton stop-and-go delays continuing there. A crash that's been there for a few hours now. Disabled tractor trailer, right lane blocked, southbound 95 at Atlantic Avenue. And we are looking out on the turnpike for some northbound slowdowns. There is a left lane blocked, and this is near Okeechobee Boulevard, just on the south side of it, and you're backed up for miles there. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Is it senior abuse at this point? Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Joe Biden clearly has lost his cognitive function. He's basically like a child. So why are we allowing his family to exploit him for their financial gain? I'll explain it. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword BANK, B-A-N-K, on our website, realradio921.com. That's BANK, B-A-N-K, on our website, realradio921.com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for 2.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse. Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, it is The Penthouse on a Tuesday. Good morning, baby. And it's a hot Tuesday because it is hot out. We got 9 chances a day for you guys to win $1,000 with a keyword. At 11:45, we got tickets for One Republic for you. We got a lot going on. We're going to tell you about a big thing Rover's got going on in the morning where you can go to iHeart VIP style All-Star game tonight and so much more in the Penthouse on a Fat Tuesday. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
Oh, I got gas this morning and I was shocked. I went to Costco and it was very inexpensive. I was like, wow, it was $4.09.
Really?
Yeah.
Somebody posted a picture the other day, and I don't know which Costco it was, but they were saying they got gas for $3.99 over there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I was shocked. I really was. I was like, wow, I felt like a big win this morning.
Going in the right direction.
Yeah.
I got it for $4.07 yesterday.
Oh, really?
Wally World.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's what, Port St. Lucie, Jim?
Well, yeah, there's a small one.
Okay.
It's not the super center. There's 2 in St. Lucie West. One is just a grocery store, and then they've got a gas station to the side. And that one. But you always got to wait in line because everybody knows it. It's no secret. So there's always a line. But, hey, it's worth it.
Of course.
It's worth an extra 10 minutes waiting in line.
Sure it is.
To save 30 cents a gallon.
Of course it is, without a doubt. I was just shocked this morning. I looked and I saw the price. I was like, wow, $4.09. I haven't seen that in a long time.
And that's how we're celebrating that.
It's a win.
I mean, it was close to $5, so yeah, I get it. Sometimes I think it was over $5 at one point.
And they're still talking to may jump up to like $6 a gallon. You know,
Again.
I mean, like those are rumors, and I don't know if you believe it or not, but I hope not.
You think we'll ever see below 3? Or 3?
Yeah, it'll come down eventually.
You think?
Yeah, I do.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us, Real Radio 47142. You can also email Jimmy to get involved with the show, Jimmy at realradio921.com. And we have a new feature. Well, it's not so new anymore, but you guys have really been taking it by storm. And that's where you can leave a little message for us, right, Jimmy?
Yeah, actually, that is our talk back. And if you have the latest iHeartRadio app on your phone, click on that and look for Real Radio 921. Super easy to find. Make us your favorites. And you'll see a little microphone on our home screen there. Press that and you can leave us a message, just like a voicemail. And I'll get that on the break time and we'll play it on the air if you don't swear.
That's it. You guys cannot use any bad words. You know the bad words. Like tonight, if you miss one number, Mega Millions, which is up to $520 million tonight.
I might use a couple swear words.
One word. Yeah. Just one. I missed one. I played last week, small, and I didn't realize, I guess you got to play a bonus. Are you familiar with the game at all? Or not really?
Powerball or
Mega Millions?
Mega Millions? No.
Yeah, well, I guess there's like
does it have a Powerball number type thing? Same type of thing? There's this...
Yeah, I believe
mega number or something.
Yeah, I do believe, but there's a certain ticket you have to pay because I had on 2 tickets, I had 2 numbers, and I thought I was going to win something like $10 or something like that.
Okay,
$20, and the lady was like, "No, you got to play the bonus." Like a 20. I guess she told me $20 tickets cost $30. And then if you have 2 numbers, then you get some numbers back.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. $20 tickets cost
$30? That doesn't make any sense.
That's what you told me. If you play $10 instead of it, they're $2 each.
Okay.
But if you add it and make it $3 each, then it pays on 2 numbers.
Yeah, that's what she was
okay, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So I didn't know about it. I said I didn't know, and I thought I was going to get something back.
It's kind of like the Powerball. I think they're $2 tickets too, and if you play at $1, you get you win if just the Powerball. I think comes out.
Yeah,
I think.
But it's per ticket. It goes up $1. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
per row. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I didn't know that, so I thought I won something. She goes, no, you got to pay a little bit more. I'm like,
loser.
That's what I said. Like, come on, give me something.
Story of my life.
I circled it. Nah, just last decade.
Okay, just decade.
I circled it.
It's a lost decade. It's like Japan.
I was excited. I'm like, all right, I got something back. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay a lot. But $530 million tonight, Mega Millions.
So it's 5 numbers, and then there's the Mega Ball. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
So 6 numbers total.
I would assume, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
that sounds right.
Yeah, and like you said, if you pay a little extra per ticket, then
and that's the thing, right? Because and what makes it funny is because like the lottery's big thing is $1 in a dream. Right?
Yeah,
and now it still can be. I mean, you can play the regular lottery.
Yeah.
$1 a row, and you can still win millions of dollars. There's no doubt about it, but it's really more than that nowadays.
Yeah, because it's only $2 to play the Mega.
Mm-hmm.
But they were telling you it was $3?
They said if I played $3, then I would have got money back. If I put an additional $1 every ticket, I would have got money back on 2 when I had 2 numbers.
Okay.
2 rows. That's what she was telling me. So I was like, all right, well, I didn't play. She said, do it next week. I'll be here. I said, thanks.
Thanks. What's your name? Patty? Thanks, Patty.
As I left,
appreciate that.
Goodbye, Diane.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you. So again, tonight, Mega Million, $530 million. If you want a piece, just a dream. I mean, the chances are unbelievable, the odds. You got a better odds of getting bit by a shark and then going home and in your bubble baths as one of the Kardashians and then maybe playing volleyball with, I don't know, Jay-Z. But if you don't have a dream, what do you got in life?
I don't know. I think my lottery odds are better.
Yeah, I do too, because that's a lot of things happening at once to make happen.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Jay-Z
Yeah.
Kardashian
in a bathtub playing basketball with Jay-Z. Yeah, I feel like those odds are probably a little bit
Give me the lottery.
higher.
You think those are higher odds?
Better
Really?
shot.
Yeah.
Really?
Shot, yeah.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's try. We'll see what happens. It is the Penthouse on a hot Tuesday because it is going to be hot again today. So cool off wherever you guys can. Try to relax. We're going to come back. Jimmy might have a new job for me, something I could do on the side, and I'm excited about any new venture. We'll be back in the Penthouse. Peace.
I can see clearly.
the visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th. Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Stream it free on the CW app and CWTV.com.
Brought to you by T-Mobile. Switch to the network with more 5G bars in more places so you can experience your music whether you're streaming from home or from the front row. Plus, customers can get closer to the festival with VIP access. Only from the leader in 5G coverage. T-Mobile.
Unfortunately, time does not stop for any of us, but when you visit Begin Anew Med, Jupiter's premier luxury med spa, you will sure feel like you did reverse those hands of time. Hey, this is Franny. As you age, you may notice a lack of libido, weight gain, hair loss, and for most, some exhaustion. But what if I told you that Begin Anew Med Spa could help fix all of that? They have an excellent sexual health program with a wide range of solutions to improve your sexual health and make you and your partner happy again. If you're dealing with hair loss, their platelet-rich plasma therapy helps stimulate hair growth, no need to undergo surgery, and hair transplants. And if you're dealing with fatigue, low libido, weight gain, or difficulty sleeping, then the testosterone replacement therapy may be right for you. All you have to do is set up a consultation at Begin Anew Med Spa, and their incredible professional staff will get you down the right path to feeling and looking your best. They also specialize in Botox for men and laser hair removal and tattoo removal. Check out all they have to offer at beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
The job market is competitive right now, so you need to be competitive to attract top talent. If you're trying to fill open positions at your business, iHeartMedia is here to help. Use radio and digital targeting to find fresh, passive candidates currently in the workforce. These candidates are listening right now, looking for new opportunities. Together, we can let the community know you're hiring. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Don't believe me, believe the Better Business Bureau. 5 stars for GiveMeTheVin.com. The rest of them are 1 stars. America's best car buyer, GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Here's what no recovery, no fee means at our firm. First, your initial consultation is absolutely free. Next, we understand that most people don't have the money to pay hourly attorney's fees, so you only pay us a percentage of your recovery if we win. Finally, there are expenses in working a case up. We advance these costs as well. If we make no recovery, you don't owe these either. Visit forthepeople.com for more information. No charge there either.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
This week on The Upsiders, Clarice attempts to revive Johnny's lost memory with the power of gas saving. Who's there?
Oh, Johnny, it's me, your true love, Clarice. You've had an accident and lost your memory.
Clarice, I don't recognize you. All I can remember is that gas prices are insanely high.
Yes, Johnny, but we never pay full price at the pump. We use the free Upside app and get real cash back on every gallon of gas we buy.
Upside! Yes, I remember. I've made $200.
Johnny, you remember earning cash back on the gas you buy, but not me?
Clarice, give me time. Our love cannot be stopped if we use the free Upside app.
Saving money on gas doesn't have to be dramatic. Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code JUICY for an extra 25 cents per gallon or more cash back on your first fill up. You can cash out anytime. Stop overpaying for gas. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code JUICY for a 25 cents per gallon bonus or more on your first tank.
What can you hear on the free iHeartRadio app? Well, let's do it. Everything. Tap radio to listen to live radio stations from across the country and around the world. Need a playlist to fit your mood or set the mood? We got them from working out to chilling out and everything in between. And nobody has more podcasts than the free iHeartRadio app. Uncover
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. If you like listening to us, you might looking at us more. Go to our website and go to Real TV, hit it, and then you can see Francis, Jimmy, and that other guy in studio doing what we do best, which is just doing what we do best. And it's sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And don't forget, this Saturday, it is Christmas in July. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Francis.
Hi, good morning. And I did get a message from Chris about the lottery because we were talking about how, Jimmy mentioned the whole $1 in a dream. And we got a text at 47142. You just got to start off with Real Radio. And it says, tell Jimmy the only game that's still $1 a line is actually Fantasy 5. They say Lotto is even $2 a line right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Per line without any extra bonus, huh?
Yes, yeah, that's according to Chris.
Well, so I guess that's why they don't use $1 in a dream anymore.
Nope.
We're going to take that away.
Unless you're playing the Fantasy 5, I guess.
There you go.
$1.50 a dream.
Uh-huh.
So, Jimmy, you might have a side gig for me.
Yeah, well, if you don't hit the lottery, Greek, and if this radio gig doesn't work out for you, there might be an opening you can look into, and it pays very well. Apparently, Dr. Anthony Fauci, chief medical officer to the President of the United States, said he is going to retire by the end of President Biden's term, following more than 5 decades of federal service under 7 different presidential administrations. Fauci has worked for over 50 years in the American public health sector, advising every president since Ronald Reagan. Fauci was a regular guest on cable news, primetime television, late-night shows, and podcasts offering his medical advice throughout the pandemic. Over time, he became a politically divisive figure regarding issues such as masks, lockdown policies, and others. The 81-year-old has been director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease since 1984, and he started that at the height of the HIV and AIDS epidemic in America. So there it is, Greek. There's your possible opening right there. Things don't work out for you here at iHeart. Maybe you can apply for that job. I know it pays well. As a matter of fact, it is the highest paid government job in the United States.
Ooh.
No, what kind of credentials? Like, what do you have to have? Do you have to be a doctor?
No. No. Dr. Greek.
You can't just
like
put that.
Dr. J.
You can't just put that in front of your name without going to school for it.
Oh, yeah. I just say I'm Greek.
I mean, I guess Dr. Dre is too, right? Like, I guess. But what are you going to say? You went to what?
Just like Dr. J, Julie Servian. If people ask me a question, I'll say, look it up. Next topic.
Perfect.
That's it.
Look it up.
Yeah, maybe if we got 3 months out of it.
Exactly, yeah.
Sounds like you're the man for the job.
You never know.
Sign him up.
I'm not going to do anything. I want to make you look it up.
I got an application right online here, Indeed.com for you. So we're all set. We'll get your resume all polished up.
Yeah, all you got to do is look good on a micro TV camera in front of like a little podium. That's all.
Yeah, that's all. That's all you got to do.
You know, a question you don't know, you just deflect it.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that today.
Yeah.
We'll get back
I'll have to circle back with you. How's that? Oh, wait, somebody used that already.
It's on to Cincinnati.
Now, is this for real? Because I've read a couple things where he says he will almost certainly, like he hasn't officially said he's going to, but it's kind of.
I guess it's not official until he actually retires, right? You know?
He's had aspirations for a long time to DJ. I don't know if you knew this.
Yeah.
And I think this could be the opening.
Is there an opening coming up in Monroe's?
Maybe.
What is his DJ name?
Spinning the 8s and 9s over there.
DJ Fachi. He's going to keep it simple. He's not going to go make it real deep. Wow, 50 years he's been doing that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, when we get back, I do actually.
Dr. F in the house.
I love it.
Spinning the vinyl.
Because the DJing is actually part of this list that I have, and this might be more up other people's lane besides doing what Dr. Fauci does, but it's a few jobs. There's 8, in fact, that actually allow, or they even say encourage drinking.
Ooh. Oh, well,
yes,
hold on.
Wait a minute.
So if you're
Jimmy, you got a new gig.
So if you're a booze hound, right?
A booze hound.
Yes. And you know, a lot of, especially now, a lot of people working from home, they're getting used to having a couple cocktails while working.
Sure.
And then they have to go back to the office and they're like, damn it, man. But yeah, there's a couple jobs that actually, they say, allow you the freedom to kick back at work and knock back a few.
How about those people that work like in Napa Valley all day? I wonder if they're drinking, always tasting wines and hanging out.
They don't swallow it.
Oh, really?
Is that a thing?
Nice one there for you.
Is that a thing?
Let's take Napa Valley off the list.
No, as I understand, don't they? A lot of people that do wine taste and stuff like that. They swoosh it. They do whatever they have to do to. And then they spit it.
Some, but it's okay. It's okay to just swallow it. It is.
It's a tough conversation.
It is a very tough conversation to have. But I got to do it, and a majority of them do still sip and they still swallow.
Consume it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Do they really?
Yes. Some don't.
Anytime I've ever seen it, they don't. But so I don't know. It's kind of
that's like things that you see. Yeah, that's like things that you see on like television and stuff like that. Not saying all the time, but and a lot of people who work at those vineyards and the wineries and stuff like that, they've already sampled those wines. They already know, so they're not. It's not a thing they do every single day.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying they're doing on tours. People come in, try this, try that. You're all day. You're schmoozing with people.
Yeah. Well, you know where else too? I've seen it is like quality control. Right. So when they do it, they're constantly testing a batch all the time, and that's part of it. So they can, because otherwise they'd be hammered by the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I mean, by the end of the day, you'd be crushed. I mean, all day just drinking anywhere where there's alcohol, I think, or wine. But I just thought of Napa Valley.
So anyway, what were these jobs, Franny?
No, we'll get to them after the first try.
You're just teasing?
Yeah, I'm teasing you with it. Yeah, yeah.
Damn it.
We'll get to them.
It is the Penthouse. We're going to come back on a trifecta this day in history, and Franny's going to tell you some jobs that you can drink. We'll be back. Peace.
Be like the smart kids, like the summa cum laude of your workplace.
What?
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Real Radio wants to give you a vacation from inflation by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio921.com. At the end of each hour, the winner will be contacted by phone, so answer the call, even if you don't recognize the phone number. That's how you get $1,000 in your hand and a little inflation vacation. This contest is brought to you locally by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. Huge selection, best prices, weekly specials, and an amazing staff that will take great care of you. 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Is it senior abuse at this point? Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Joe Biden clearly has lost his cognitive function. He's basically like a child. So why are we allowing his family to exploit him for their financial gain? I'll explain it. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
You want music that moves your body and your soul? Check out your new favorite song, Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark.
Brown skin boy,
His debut single, Brown Skin Gold, is an infectious introduction to this up-and-coming artist from Chicago. The crisp beats and smooth delivery let you know that J Question Mark is soon to be the hottest name in music. Play Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark for your friend, your girl, your mama, and everybody. Available now on all your favorite streaming platforms. That's Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark, wherever you get your music.
You like a company that really stands behind its product? Well, listen to what Diamonds Direct does. Let's say you buy a diamond today for $10,000, but later on you want to trade up for a larger diamond, or maybe a different shape. Well, Diamonds Direct will give you $11,000 towards the new diamond. That's a guaranteed 10% appreciation. Let me say it again. You paid $10,000 originally, but Diamonds Direct pays you $11,000 for that same diamond when you upgrade. 10% more for the same diamond. It's Diamonds Direct's 110% upgrade guarantee, and it applies to diamond pendants and diamond stud earrings as well. You get the extra 10% on a $3,000 diamond or a $30,000 diamond. Doesn't matter. No strings attached either. You can get the 110% trade-up value regardless of the cost of the new diamond. And you can upgrade as many times as you like. Now that's peace of mind. And that's a company that believes in its product. Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion. In Boca Raton behind Town Center Mall.
Would you like to know if you are at risk for Alzheimer's? A new Alzheimer's prevention study is currently seeking adults 55 to 80 years old with normal memory. This study includes a no-cost memory screening and an experimental blood test to detect if you may be at risk for Alzheimer's disease. Those at risk may participate in the study. Compensation available for time and travel. Need more information? Call 833-STOP-ALZ or visit alzpreventionstudy.com. That's alzpreventionstudy.com.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach. There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 8/28/2022. Restrictions apply. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 2H 2021. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
All these moves by the Federal Reserve have caused the great unwind, and I want to make sure you don't get caught in the crosshairs. I'm Mark Moss, each week discussing the decentralized revolution. So join the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
2 right lanes remain blocked, 95 southbound by Congress Avenue, and the other major slow spot in the Palm Beaches is on the Turnpike southbound, where you had a lane blocked right to the south of Okeechobee Boulevard, and this is slowing you down past Lake Worth Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
All these moves by the Federal Reserve have caused the or wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday, a hot Tuesday. Got a lot coming at you. We're going to get to trifecta in this day in history. First of all, good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning. Welcome back, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
And now it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, last night was the Home Run Derby, and it was pretty exciting. The guy who turned down $440 million on Saturday won the Home Run Derby, Soto, from the Nationals. He ended up winning it. And the story with him is that he did get offered $440 million from the Washington Nationals. He turned it down, and now there's speculation he's going to get traded to the Mets or the Yankees. All-Star game is tonight in L.A., and the Yankees have 2 starters. They have Stanton and Judge both starting tonight in the outfield, which is a rare thing. Should be a great game. I know the fans will be excited. Last night was a sellout watching the Home Run Derby. I didn't catch it all, but I caught enough of it, and it's always cool. Checking that out. Watching the kids on the field was cool, chasing the balls that didn't make it. It's something exciting. It's different. The Boston Celtics responded strong to LeBron James. He was on the Shop, his show on HBO, where he speaks about a lot of things. And he called out the Boston Celtic fans. He called them racist. And he also said that they sell T-shirts. There's a lot of people in the stands that have a shirt on that says blank LeBron James. Now, he said on the Shop, they probably sell it at the Boston Garden. And they came back strong and says, we do not sell that shirt at all. We don't sell anything like that. And they wanted LeBron to know it. I can only imagine next year when LeBron goes to Boston, plays with the Lakers after the comments he made. Those Boston fans are brutal anyway. Ooh, that is going to add to it. And if you like football, get close, get ready, because training camp opened yesterday for rookies. And the Hall of Fame game is August 4th. That'll be here before you know it. 2 weeks. And the Raiders will take on the Jaguars. August 4th is a Hall of Fame game. So just around the corner is the Hall of Fame game. Then preseason, then the season starts. And our Miami Dolphins are home against the New England Patriots. And that is your trifecta. And now we're going to get to this day in history. Today's magic ride back in time is going to go to 119 years ago. Today, in 1903, French bicyclist Maurice Garin won the first Tour de France, which covered 1,508 miles. 68 years ago today, in 1954, Elvis Presley had his very first single released by Sun Records. It was That's All Right, Mama. The B-side was Blue Moon of Kentucky. And Greek still has the original one. 60 years ago today, 1962, a 50-year-old Frenchman named José Meffret set a world bicycle speed record in Freiburg, West Germany. Guess what his top speed was, Greek? Ooh. 62 miles. Franny, what do you think?
Oh, you said 62? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 63. I'll go one over.
Something's so changing.
Little Price is Right action there, huh?
Yeah, she tell me.
He pedaled at a top speed of over 127 miles per hour behind a Mercedes-Benz pace car.
Wow.
The current record is held by a British guy named Neil Campbell. Neil set his record for just over, get this, 174.3 miles per hour in the United Kingdom in 2019.
That's some fast-moving legs. Yeah.
Imagine him on a treadmill.
My God, how many gears does that thing have?
He may not be as good on a treadmill as he is on a bicycle.
Oh, I
Two
think you
different
ride the
things.
bike on a treadmill. Man, that's fast.
Yeah, that's crazy.
56 years ago today, 1966, Frank Sinatra, who was 50, married Mia Farrow, who was 21. The marriage lasted only 2 years. It fell apart because he wanted her to quit Rosemary's Baby, and she wouldn't. 47 years ago today, 1975, Listen to What the Man Said was Wings' #1 on the singles chart. By the way, Aerosmith, Sweet Emotion, peaked at number 36. How about that? Such a hit for them.
Yeah.
It only hit number 36 on the chart. 42 years ago today, in 1980, Billy Joel got his first song when his smash hit. This It's Still Rock and Roll to Me topped the Hot 100. 42 years ago today, 1980, the Summer Olympics opened in Moscow, though some 60 countries refused to attend because of the Soviet Union's invasion of Afghanistan in 1979. It was the largest boycott in the history of the Olympic movement. 32 years ago today, 1990, former Cincinnati Reds superstar Pete Rose was sentenced to 5 months in prison, 3 months in a halfway house, plus 1,000 hours of community service and a $50,000 fine for cheating on his taxes. 9 years ago today, in 2013, The Conjuring was released. It made $318 million worldwide and inspired the 3 Annabelle movies. And finally, 6 years ago today, we lost one of the greats in television. Happy Days creator Gary Marshall had passed away from pneumonia at 81. He also directed Pretty Woman, I didn't know that, and Princess Diaries, and played the baseball team owner in A League of Their Own. Oh,
There's no crying in baseball!
Nice.
and that's what happened on this day in our history.
All right, the phones are blowing up. Text messages are coming in, and it's all up to Franny because people want to know where you can get a job and drink.
Oh, boy.
Where can you drink on the job?
So first one here is going to be like, all right, well, that makes sense. But yeah, they said, it happened.
Phone lines are blowing up.
There they are. But they say, yeah, everybody would, not everybody, but a lot of people like the freedom to just kick back, work, knock back a few. They love it. They're like, it would certainly make Cynthia and HR more tolerable. But sadly, most work environments frown upon you getting loaded on their time.
I didn't know you didn't like Cynthia.
She's a pain in the ass.
So these are some jobs that allow and sometimes even encourage drinking. Now, one, it is a career, but you can kind of do whatever you want with this career. And it's the first one that I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. They put this on the list.
Surgeon.
No, surgeon. A musician or artist. They say this is a pretty easy one. Everybody knows that creative types tend to have a bit more freedom on the job. It just comes with the territory. But that whole rock and roll lifestyle is one thing. But they say most people don't realize that it's not just a cliche. Drinking actually promotes creative thinking. So that's why a lot of them get loaded, because it helps with their creative thinking.
I didn't know that.
They say it's simple. Alcohol relaxes you. When you're relaxed, you start to think outside the box.
That's why I'm usually bombed when I make Greek speaks.
Because you need to be.
Oh, boy.
Maybe
You should,
doesn't
yeah.
sound that bad.
I mean, they're really that good. You probably are bombs. And as an added bonus, that thinking tends to be more natural, free of the sort of stress and pressure felt by the perpetually sober. So they're saying, yeah. Obviously, they're saying don't become a full-blown alcoholic, but they're saying that it does.
Don't knock it till you try.
Right? They say a food critic. They said, they said you can't be a very good food critic if you ignore the best part of any meal, the drinks, right? They say it's just part of the deal.
That does seem like a pretty cool job, though, if you did it and, you got paid good money,
Absolutely.
went to restaurants and, I wouldn't want to ever hurt somebody's business, you know what I mean? But, I mean, it's probably very just casual, nice, go to restaurants.
Also on here, advertising. which is interesting. There's like, no, it's not.
Radio?
Yeah, right. They're like, it's not the Don Draper kind of, but they said, however, the advertising game has been getting back to its roots in recent years, recognizing that advertising is a creative endeavor, and that means that the people who make it happen need to be able to kick back and let their minds wander from time to time. They say that there's someone in a New York firm, J. Walter Thompson, and he has a 50-foot long bar installed in the office.
Ooh.
He said elsewhere in the industry, there's beer trolleys, which are pretty much exactly what they sound like. They make their rounds throughout the office, too, in these advertising places, right? And they say that. They say both inspire creative thinking and incentivizes the employees as well, too. A DJ, because you mentioned DJs, they say this is just kind of common sense. They work wherever the alcohol is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that piggybacks right on a band, right?
Yeah.
Musician.
But, whether it's a nightclub or a wedding or whatever the
I can
case
see
may
that.
be. Yeah.
People buying them shots, hanging out. Hey, whatever. I want to buy a drink. What do you drink?
Yeah.
That seems normal.
Obviously, you don't want to get hammered where you start messing up, but they say, it's okay to kill a few drinks while you're on work. Same thing with advertising companies. They say these tech companies. They say tech companies are actually leading the charge in the workplace alcohol revolution.
Yes.
They say part of it, forward-thinking tech companies tend to be run by young, smart people who value the sort of creative, out-of-the-box thinking that comes with a couple of drinks. They say another part of it is simple common sense and survival. Tech companies also tend to expect their employees to be incredibly driven and work long hours on their project, which means that they have to cut them some slack when it comes to things like this. So they say a lot of these tech companies have bars, or they tend to do a lot of like employee outings where they all go out for drinks and stuff like that. And my sister, that's what she does. She works for actually a tech advertising company, and a couple of the companies she's been at, she sent me pictures, and they have a full on, they have like they have like kegs, they have beers on tap, pool tables, all this kind of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then finally, not finally, we have salesmen on here too. They say, I'm not talking about the kind, selling cars or timeshares, but what are we talking about? The kind who sell radio? They say, no, it's a straight steak and scotch. In fact, they say when it comes to guys closing deals or whatever it is, they say, and women, of course, they say a lot of them like to do it over a drink.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so you feel that the client's a little bit more relaxed. Get them a drink, you have a drink, you have something in common with them. When you talk about, it's funny when you talk about like the pool tables and things like that at places. I remember iHeart Miami, because I was down there a long time, and they had a lot of stuff like that, but I never seen anybody actually play it. Because I think in people's mind, like during the day, if you were playing ping pong, shooting pool, they had video games, pinball.
Yeah.
I think people look at you like, what are you doing? Because there's no, in our business, there's no like set break. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was down there a lot. I never saw one person playing anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you would feel like, hey, Jim, you want to go play pool like 2 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we have a pool table right here, and it hardly gets utilized. I mean, I'll see you every now and then, just let you know during a break.
I take a shot.
Yeah, a shot. That's it. But other than that, I mean, we have an arcade game there that doesn't get used that often either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's really got to be the place itself where you see it being used by everybody. It's almost like when nobody's dancing on a dance floor. Because I used to sit over it and it looked down to the bullpen. And in Miami's iHeart was huge. And I said, man, there's nobody ever had all this stuff. But that's what I thought in my mind. Because like if you're working.
Well, people do judge.
Yeah. Your boss walks by and goes, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But it's like, but why is it there, right?
That's my point.
Isn't that interesting? It's one of those things. It's confusing. It's there for a reason. Obviously, they thought it'd probably be good for to create more of like a less stress, team building and kind of atmosphere, and people don't utilize it.
And they're iHeart machines. That's the thing. You know? I mean, it's got iHeart logos all over it. Those machines are made for iHeart.
Yeah, it's just a weird situation.
That's the one we have here is, I would assume. The ones
down there,
in Miami were as
well.
well.
They had a lot of stuff. It was like almost like a little arcade. Like when I first went down, I was like, oh my God, they had everything. They had that little game, another game, the soccer game where you kick the ball back and forth. And
foosball.
Yeah, they had that. But I never really saw anybody ever there. I was like, wow, it's wild. 877-927-6969. Jimmy, you have anybody on hold?
We do. We have John on the line. John, welcome to the Penthouse. What's going on, pal?
Well, welcome. How you guys doing today?
Good, buddy. What's up?
Actually, I'm up. I'm standing on a roof. I'm a roof cleaner.
Oh, cool.
But, I thought I'd give you a call. You guys always joke about the caucus. Well, on the internet right now, there's a website that says the New Jersey towns where people are leaving the most, and guess who's listed on there? Sea Caucus. So I figured you'd get a kick out of that.
Okay, thank you.
Not surprised.
Not surprised. We joke about it a lot. It's a joke I have, just kidding around. But yeah, Sea Caucus, people leaving. I'm sure the taxes up there are brutal.
I didn't know anybody actually lived there.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was more of a dumping ground, if you know what I mean.
Just dropping things, bodies.
The listing towns, the listing Trenton, Nutley, Hamilton, Gutenberg, Orange, all these towns that probably are not that bad, but who knows? I'll take you guys' word for it.
You got it. Again, it's a little tongue-in-cheek with Sea Caucus, just like Highland.
Well, obviously
I stay away
it's-
from West Orange.
Okay. But I'm guessing that you guys say tongue-in-cheek, but you say it was an article that people were moving out of there, so
Yeah.
I guess it's not that tongue-in-cheek.
Well, I haven't been there in years, so I would kid around with it.
The taxes up there are just astronomical. Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's it's a lot of it for years was all swampland. That's where the Meadowlands is.
Well, joking around in Sea Caucus, I mean, that was like a half a joke because a lot of that is all swampland. out
Yeah,
there.
it was. They
Dumping
developed
grounds
it.
and
Yeah, they develop it now and everything like that. But I always say, 2 days in Sea Caucus, 3 nights in Hialeah.
Did they ever put that mall in?
I don't know, Jimmy.
I know they talked about it. It was going to be supposed to be something equivalent to like the super mall that they have up in Minnesota.
Yes.
And I don't know if it ever got put in or not. It was going to have a ski slope inside
Yeah.
and everything, and all kinds of stuff, amusement rides, and as well as obviously the mall. Just like the one up there. I forget what that one's called, the super mall or something like that.
Yeah, the last time I was there was with Johnny and Francis in that area. For the MetLife
Oh, that's right,
opening.
for that thing.
Yeah,
Well,
and that's
maybe
right
I'll,
there.
Maybe
That's
I'll
already-
find out when I fly into Newark here
Yeah,
in a
you might
couple
see
weeks.
it.
Maybe I'll see something.
Oh, yeah, you're driving right past it.
Yeah.
Once you get off the plane up there.
Yeah, matter of fact, the last time we flew in, it was the last time I went to see my brother. We went right over top of MetLife Stadium.
Oh, wow.
And I mean, literally looked right down onto the 50-yard line.
Oh, that's
It
cool.
was neat. I had never seen that before.
That is cool.
That must have been the traffic pattern that day.
Yeah, that's cool. When you do anything like that, you see stuff, right over it. You're like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah. Anything else, John?
No, and I will tell you about the claim to fame to Hialeah, and you would know that Greek is, of course, the famous Hialeah horse track there.
Yes, years ago. Mm-hmm. Yep, the horse track was down there for a long. Excuse me?
Yeah, I'm originally from Miami. I'm originally from Miami, so growing up as a child down there in the 60s, because I'm in my late 60s now, of course you'd go there to see the beautiful flamingos
Yeah.
and all that and everything, which was amazing back then.
Yeah, that's when they used they opened up Miami Vice with all the flamingos at the horse track.
Well, the claim to fame about that, a lot of people may or may not know that the original, when they put the flamingos there, was all nice and beautiful. And the problem is, they flew away.
Oh, ungrateful flamingos.
Yeah.
See, they were leaving Hialeah too.
Yeah. So they had to trim their wings to get them to stay.
Oh, really? Wow. Well,
Maybe they need to do that in Sea Caucus.
maybe they need to do this.
Trim everybody's wings.
Yeah, I get it. Maybe they got to do that with the people there. Trim their wings so they won't leave.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's awesome. Well, you be careful on that roof. It's got to be hot out there.
Well, that's what happens when you're not smart enough to listen to your mom and dad.
Yeah.
You take jobs you shouldn't do.
Well, be careful. Thanks for listening to Real Radio. We appreciate it.
No drinking on the job for you, buddy.
No,
Yeah.
well, except water. Stay hydrated.
Yeah, really.
Stay hydrated. So, luxury shopping, they have regular shopping. As Jimmy mentioned, there's like a roller coaster in there. They have a water park. They have a Ferris wheel. They have mini golf. They have ice skating rink. They have the first and only indoor real snow year-round ski and snow resort. They have an aquarium with sharks and stingrays.
Wow.
And they have a Legoland in there. I mean, this thing's got to be massive.
This is the one in the Meadowlands area.
Yeah, they got a wave pool in
wow.
there where you can
Jeez.
you can surf.
I don't remember that.
They have a
I'm talking
3D
about that.
street chalk museum. I mean, this thing is insanity.
Wow.
Yeah, all kinds of dining and restaurants. They have regular stores, but they have a luxury area too.
Oh, maybe I'll go there when I'm up.
This
brother and I can go out
this
there.
thing looks nuts. Yeah, it's called the American Dream, is what it is.
Oh, that's cool. That's
Yeah.
Sea Caucus. Mm-hmm. That's 15 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, thereabouts. Yeah, sure.
That's amazing. I didn't know
Well, it
anything
used to
about-
be. Now it's probably about an hour and a half. Traffic.
Nah, you get on the parkway, you'll be right.
Oh, traffic is brutal up there.
We got some Florida stories coming at us. Franny, do we have anything you want to tip the scales with?
Yeah, so hopefully I'm not doing any repeat, but it looks like that we had an incident with a bunch of cows on the turnpike. I actually have video up there.
Oh, we didn't get to the cows.
Yeah, you go
I had that story for today.
Yeah.
Didn't come in. Yeah, I had that exact story.
Go to realradio921.com and you can actually get a visual of what I'm going to talk about when I get back on Real Radio 92.1.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Your shot at $1,000 is coming up in just a few minutes. It's the Inflation Vacation on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7, presented by the Glass Chamber.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Governor Kim Reynolds kept Iowa free during the height of COVID. Get to know Governor Kim Reynolds better on The Truth with Lisa Booth. And make sure to listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday and all throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The smart seller is a timely seller, and the time is now to sell your used car. If you're doing a trade-in, go to GiveMeTheVin.com. Get a second offer. Second offer never hurts anything. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer. The market is starting to come down, so get it while there's still some left. Normal prices are just around the corner. I'd hurry up if I was you. GiveMeTheVin.com, America's best car buyer.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
From the hosts of the hit podcast Root of Evil and the creators of Atlanta Monster and Up and Vanished comes your newest true crime podcast obsession, Facing Evil. Each week explore a new crime that deeply resonates with all of us.
This case hits home for me because I am an openly gay woman. But to be quite honest, I think I would have come out much sooner in life if Matthew hadn't been killed.
Listen to Facing Evil on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end.
The homemade taste of Bluebell and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our Cookie Two-Step Ice Cream is a creamy vanilla ice cream with hints of brown sugar, chunks of chocolate cream-filled cookies, and tasty chocolate chip cookie dough pieces. Cookie Two-Step has everybody's taste buds two-stepping, and 1 and 2.
The good old days are being made right now.
The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at all Winn-Dixie supermarkets.
Here's to the great American settlers, the millions of you who settled for unsatisfying jobs because they pay the bills. Of course, there is something else you could do if you got something to say. Start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart and unleash your creative freedom. Maybe even earn enough money to one day tell your old boss, "Hey, I'm no settler, I'm an explorer." Spreaker.com. Spreaker. Hustle on over today.
Virtual meetings glitching? Videos endlessly buffering? Web pages never loading? The state of Florida has launched an anonymous statewide internet speed test to identify broadband internet availability in Florida communities. Take the state of Florida's official 1-minute speed test at fasterflorida.org. That's fasterflorida.org to help improve internet speeds throughout the state. fasterflorida.org.
An official message from Medicare. Did you know Medicare.gov/care has information about healthcare providers in your area? At Medicare.gov/care, you can find and compare hospitals, doctors, nursing homes, and more. See detailed information on quality of care and how patients rate their experience. Visit Medicare.gov/care today. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, it's Greek. Are you tired of having pain in your shoulders, your hips, your elbows, and you just don't feel great? And maybe your golf game or your tennis game's not what it once was. Well, it's time to call QC Kinetics with 8 clinics in South Florida. QC Kinetics is treating people every day with advanced regenerative medicine, giving people back their lives and going out enjoying life, especially all over South Florida. It's QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. They're doing it every single day and helping you, using the power of your own body healing agents to repair and restore damaged tissue so you can live again. If you're tired of the pain and tired of using steroids and pain pills and hate the idea of surgery, this is a solution you've been waiting for. Emmett Smith and other high-profile people have been talking about it for years. Why not get a free consultation? Call QC Kinetics to learn more about this treatment and the benefits from it. From Coral Gables to West Palm Beach. Call now, 954-787-PAIN. 954-787-PAIN. QC Kinetics, 954-787-PAIN. It's time to get life back and live pain-free.
You can feel it, the weight of all the stress in your life. It's heavy, and life's daily stressors are just making it heavier. Find the help you need at Inner Journey Healing Arts. A privately run nonprofit agency, Inner Journey Healing Arts can help you with personalized counseling services. Friends and neighbors have turned to Inner Journey Healing Arts on their road to recovery. See how they can help you at innerjourneyhealingarts.org. Ask about their new Women's Expressive Art Group. That's innerjourneyhealingarts.org.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
2 right lanes remain blocked, 95 southbound by Congress Avenue, and the other major slow spot in the Palm Beaches is on the Turnpike southbound, where you had a lane blocked right to the south of Okeechobee Boulevard, and this is slowing you down past Lake Worth Road. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Governor Kim Reynolds kept Iowa free during the height of COVID. Get to know Governor Kim Reynolds better on The Truth with Lisa Booth. And make sure to listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday and all throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the .com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey Franny, it's me, Cinnamon. I'm just checking in to see how you're feeling. I remember when I was transitioning, Greek was with me the whole time, holding my hand. Every morning he would go and get me fresh sausage from Joseph's. And I ain't talking about the special baby, if you know what I mean. Well, if you need someone to teach you how to use that thing you got now, just ask Greek. I taught him everything he knows. Have a good day, Smoochin'.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You guys are unbelievable with the talkbacks. Really, really impressive. Constantly doing a great job. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning. Cinnamon started growing.
Yeah, thanks for the words of encouragement, Cinnamon. I appreciate it.
Cinnamon stick.
By the way, you look great, Frank.
You look great, Frank. And Francis is here.
Hi.
And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida. Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
Welcome to Florida.
Well, a Florida woman is now facing felony charges with battery on a person 65 years of age or older. And she didn't punch the person, hit the person. Well, she did technically hit him, but yeah, St. Petersburg police arrested Lynn Bittinatis because she got into an argument with this person, with a man on the sidewalk. It didn't look like they really knew each other. They just kind of, I don't know what happened. Maybe he got in her way, but she happened to have an open can of beans on her.
Open can of beans.
She's on the sidewalk.
Wow.
Franks and beans.
Gotta watch that.
So the argument escalated so much so as he's walking away, she threw the can of beans at the man's back. And then she threw another full can of beans at the man, too. And I guess this one was open, or half full, excuse me, covering him in baked bean liquid.
Ooh.
She had 2 cans of beans on her, and one was half open. Like, what is she eating her lunch canned beans as she's walking?
We're gonna open this one up.
And then she threw an egg at the guy, too.
Wow, she was mad. She was mad. Don't lie to her.
What'd he do?
Yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, threw a whole can in his bag, then threw a half can, covering him in baked bean liquid. Then the victim said, yeah, she also threw a hard-boiled egg at me, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must have been some fighting words.
Sounds like a pretty good lunch right there.
Right? The dude should turn around and caught it.
Baked beans and eggs.
Sounds very
Hard-boiled
gassy,
eggs,
doesn't it?
Well, it does, yeah.
Sounds like a very gassy.
Next day is going to be rough.
Yeah, very gassy lunch. But police say there were witnesses who said, yeah, we did see her throwing that stuff at the man. And as I mentioned, now felonies should charge with battery on a person 65 years or older, throwing beans at the dude. Yep, and then we have a guy that totally ignored an investigation that was going on. So this Florida man, his name is Terry Carlton of Port Charlotte, was stopped. They said when he decided to disregard a road closure that was set in place for a death investigation. They said that they were conducting a death investigation, on US 41. The guy drives around the cops, and there's several marked law enforcement vehicles with their emergency lights actively flashing. And he just drives around them through the median and around all the emergency vehicles, blocking traffic.
I didn't see him.
What an idiot. Well, obviously he gets pulled over, right? And they said that not only did he do this, which is against law, but he was also driving with a suspended license, an open bottle of Crown Royale, whatever you want to call it, and a plastic baggie containing Florida's favorite drug, meth.
Ooh, he was packed.
Yeah, see, you find the meth stories. I can't find them.
Yep. Crown Royal,
Take it back.
meth, suspended license. And that's the thing, that he's doing something completely like he wants to get busted, or he's just super high, probably. They say he failed a series of field sobriety tests before he was arrested, yes, for driving under the influence and felony drug possession. And then finally, you're going to get a couple videos. I saw this yesterday all over the place. It looked like that there was some traffic, and it was on the Florida Turnpike, and actually stopped. I'm not feeling good enough to do these jokes.
No, I am, because I already got it written out and everything.
We got them moving for several hours.
It was utter chaos.
It was utter chaos. Yep, so Florida Turnpike stopped moving for several hours Monday after there was a trailer, they call it a cattle hauler, caught fire with about 70 cows on there. So the driver, so the semi-cab began to catch fire shortly, and then the driver pulled the truck over to the turnpike's outside shoulder. He then, of course, opened the cattle trailer door because the thing's on fire, and he's trying to save the lives of these cows.
Sure.
So 70 cows escaped the smoke and flames. The local fire department did respond to extinguish the fire, and there was no injuries reported, but it did cause hours of traffic. They said nearly 4 hours as officials dealt with the fire and trying to round up these cows. And this was on both directions of the turnpike. This is around the St. Cloud area, south of Orlando. So you can see all that chaos. That's realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. And that is your What the Florida.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to milk that story.
That was good.
Let's keep on coming.
That was stupid.
Good job there, Francis. Thank you. We do it twice a show, 11:05 and 1:05. We have somebody on hold right now. Who do we have, Jimmy?
Yeah, we got our buddy Chris checking in with us. Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Franny, welcome back. Yes, welcome back.
Thank you, Chris. Good to be back.
You guys had just had that call. It was a very topical conversation, believe it or not, about people leaving New Jersey.
Yes.
You would not believe the crap that New Jersey's trying to get away with. I was on the phone. You guys know, I've talked with Greek about it. My dad lives in South Jersey, Mount Laurel, way down by Philly. And he owns a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo. And in the same complex, he has a 1-bedroom, 1-bath rental condo he owns. New Jersey now has what they call an exit tax, that they're actually trying to stop people from leaving New Jersey. They're going to take, it's 8.75% of the profit or 2% of the total sales price, whichever's greater.
If you
So
sell.
they call it an exit tax. Just to slow. Yeah, if you sell and move out of the state, if you sell and stay in New Jersey, no.
Okay.
But if you want to come to Florida, whatever, blah blah blah, go to Carolina, California, whatever. If you want to leave the state, they have this thing called the exit. And I had my father told me about it because he's thinking about coming down to Florida.
Tell him not to.
Decided it went to 76 or whatever. Yeah, and he said, "Yeah, I heard about this. Somebody told me, and I had to go look it up for him over the weekend, and it's true."
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, they lead the nation with most people moving out. New Jersey does over California. I thought it was more California, but it goes Jersey and then California is second.
Sure.
So,
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And there's so many more people in California, obviously.
So they invented this thing called an exit tax, and they got away with it.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Well, again, Jersey gets a lot of jokes, but it is a beautiful state. There's a lot of great things to do, and it's just lovely in the springtime. How'd that sound? Pretty decent. Not bad.
Terrible. Actually, terrible. Murphy wants his money back.
Murphy's the governor, correct?
Yeah.
What else, Chrissy?
No, not much. That's it. It was a quiet weekend with the boys. The wife worked. That's about it. Not much. Not much. It rained a little in Palm City over there, but everything's good.
All right.
Everything's good. Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you on the air? It was about last week. Whatever happened with the girl that went on a date with your friend? Did that work out?
No, didn't work out for them.
Did you find out?
Yeah, I did. I talked about it yesterday. Didn't work out for them. They just didn't really connect. So now he said the ball's in my court. We'll see if I do anything.
Oh, good for you. Like I said, you got screwed with the J-Lo thing, so, you got to move on. I'm sorry, but you have to move on.
It's okay. You never know with J-Lo.
Yeah. I think she needs, one more ring to match Brady?
Maybe.
Can't ever count her out. You can't.
That's a good one.
She'll get there.
Yeah, she'll get there. We had it under over 5 years on J-Lo and Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what
I
happens.
got married in the same chapel that I got married in. I was looking at their pictures. I was like, oh, this looks familiar.
Yeah. Jimmy was telling the story. There was 4 other, with the marriage license, 4 other couples there.
Yeah.
That's great. It must have been great for the people there. Yeah, we'll see what happens with J-Lo. I'm not going to completely take her off the board. I might just put her on the back burner for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy. Always have hope. That's it.
That's right. If you don't have dreams, what do you got? You got nightmares. As long as she's got a heartbeat, there's a chance. You never know.
Right. One more thing. I actually caught last night. You've been talking about it. I caught the first episode of that series, The Captain.
Oh, how was that?
Very interesting stuff.
Did you like it?
The first episode. I think there's 7 of them. It went back. It started when he was 2, and how his parents met. His parents actually met in Germany, in the service.
Okay.
And everything. I'll just give away a tiny bit. Other countries, they just care about people, and it's nice and this and that. When they came back to America as a black and white couple, they caught all kinds of crap about it, and then. How they decided to raise their children. It was a part of the show.
Okay.
I didn't know he had a sister too. So.
Yes.
But no, it was the first episode was interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I missed it last night, but I know part 2 is Thursday night of The Captain.
Right. Yeah, and they'll probably have a rerun of the first one. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
All right, thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, brother. You are the best. Peace. It is the Penthouse on a hot Tuesday. We're going to come back. We're going to tell you the most stressful cities. And also, what has caused stress in your life? What's your biggest stress factor? It is the Penthouse. We'll be back. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th. Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Stream it free on the CW app and CWTV.com.
Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any of the MGM resorts nationwide. With MGM Rewards, dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Get details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to warning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Red Pilled America is the storytelling show everyone is talking about. This week, we reveal the agenda behind the phrase cultural appropriation and how it's being used to keep you in check. Listen to Red Pilled America every week on the free iHeartRadio app. That's Red Pilled America.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
If you've been involved in a slip and fall accident and are not sure what to do, call me, Glenn Levine, at the Law Offices of Anna John Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. And take back control of your life. Office in West Palm Beach.
When the forgotten poor are in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, a floating hospital staffed by volunteers, heroes of mercy who donate their time to save lives.
Every human has the right to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org.
Research shows listeners don't like it when ads interrupt their music. So to help you remember that Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance, we made this ad optional. If you want to skip this ad, remove your left earphone. Liberty Mutual customizes home insurance so you only pay for what you need.
If you're missing this informative ad, you must love wasting your cash.
It's the easy and smart way to save.
Now it's all been said, so if that earphone was out, put it back in your head.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
DrG'sUrgentCare.com. Best urgent care in South Florida.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Small business owners sometimes go broke. My first business startup in the 80s was a fledgling startup story. Credit cards were maxed, car had bald tires, house had broken windows, and my employees got paid before I did. But my diet of hot dogs and mac and cheese was to die for. Hi, I'm Mike Capel, founder and CEO of Patriot Software. My business startup was messy. Actually, I was broke. My wife and I lived on fumes for 4 years. To escape our financial reality, we played board games and dreamt of someday owning our own boardwalk and park place. That's why I created my 5th successful company, Patriot Software, to help small business owners do their payroll without going broke. And if you need help, we will help you for free. Go to patriotsoftware.com and enter promo code RADIO, and I'll give you 2 months of payroll processing free. That's patriotsoftware.com.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Turnpike crash. Lanes have reopened now. This is where we are going northbound, and you had a lane blocked near Okeechobee Boulevard. Lanes reopened, but you still have some slowdowns going on there. And 2 right lanes remain blocked with a crash along 95 southbound by Congress Avenue, and the backups continue. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If your business is feeling a summer hiring wave, then you need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
What can you hear on the free iHeartRadio app? Well, let's do it. Everything. Tap radio to listen to live radio stations from across the country and around the world. Need a playlist to fit your mood or set the mood? We got them from working out to chilling out and everything in between. And nobody has more podcasts than the free iHeartRadio app. Uncover unbelievable.
To Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
WORTV's The Caucus.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse. Good talk back, because that is what you hear when you're watching, I think it was Channel 9.
Channel 9.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what you hear in the background. Appreciate you guys always listening and getting involved in the show in the many ways. Good after morning. I am Greg. Jimmy is here.
Hello, and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
And the number to get involved is 877-927-6969. Do we have somebody on hold, Jimmy?
We have Vaughn on the line. Vaughn, welcome to the Penthouse.
Okay. Hello. I wasn't expecting you to go to Union right away. I thought you were going to do your segments.
Oh, I'm sorry, Vaughn. You want us to call back?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, thanks.
I was just used to routine.
How are you, Vaughn? What's up, buddy?
I'm good. I wanted to call and thank you guys for helping me with my daughter's birthday with the Rapids tickets. I took her yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Not yesterday, but Sunday, and she had a ball.
It's great.
First on there. And then we ended the night going to the Sunday night Stunner King WWE as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that was, what was that? The WWE Slam? What was it called? I know.
Sunday Stunner.
Oh, the Sunday Stunner.
And how old is your daughter?
She just turned 10.
Oh, God bless. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday to her. Is she a fan of wrestling like you are?
Not as big as a fan, but she's getting into it. My son, he was going crazy, yelling and everything. And by the end of the night, he had lost his voice.
Oh, that's good.
And it was so bad that me and Nutter had to watch ourselves because what we were saying, one of the guys that were up, he started repeating it. We're like, wait, you can't say that. Don't say that out loud. Or at least don't say it around your mother because, he's only 6.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah. But, it was, like I said, it was a good time. Kids all had fun. My daughter loved it.
Nice. You got to spend some time with Nutter.
Yeah.
Did he buy another $500 belt?
Who? Nutter?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I
Did
did.
he get in the ring?
No, not this time. Nutter was too afraid to get in the ring. We scheduled a match for the title, but he fussed out. But his son, on the other hand, his son scares me. His son is like bigger than me and him, and he's only like 14, 15.
Wow.
So, his son is going to be the next WWE champ if he's lucky.
That'd be great. Be good for Nutter. You don't have to work. Keep it going.
You don't have to work.
I know. He's already got his wife.
Yeah, really.
Well, I mean, just think of the future.
Yeah. You never know when that gig falls through that she has.
You never know. She keeps calling that other guy who always calls the station. Nutter's wife keeps bothering her, so you never know. Well, that's good, Vaughn. I'm glad you had a great time. And plus, with your daughter enjoying her birthday, that's got to be a special day. And that's glad you had a great time at the Rapids. Thank you for thanking us.
Yeah. You're very welcome for letting me win. I appreciate it.
All the time, buddy. Our phone's always open for you guys and everybody in the audience, and we appreciate the thank yous. And actually, I was thinking about you the other day. I said, I wonder how Vaughn is and how he's doing.
You buying that, buddy?
I'm sure you did. But this weekend is my birthday, so...
Oh, my God! What are we doing?
Oh, my God!
I got on my calendar right here. What are we doing, buddy?
next Saturday, the 30th, I'm going to go on a, what do you call that thing? A fishing trip.
Oh, I was going to take a New York Prime.
Yeah, too bad. I had it all penciled in and everything. I'm going to Jersey. I can't take it either. Sorry about that.
My
Vaughn.
God, we got a lot going on.
I tell you.
Vaughn, you got to give us notice,
Yeah,
man.
better planning here, pal.
Yeah, it was a surprise party for you. Now you're doing stuff.
Yeah, well.
Next year.
How about we just meet at the casino restaurant? I forgot what it's called.
The council?
Something 40.
Oh, the NYY.
NYY?
Is that the one?
Yeah, at Coconut Creek.
Yeah, I love that place. It was pretty good. Yeah, I might try that for dinner.
Okay, you let us know, buddy. We'd love to meet you down there and pay for dinner for you.
Perfect.
Yeah,
pick up your tab.
Yeah.
We'll show up right after I've already swiped my card.
No, we wouldn't do that. They do have good pretzel bread down there, though. I have to say that there at that restaurant.
It's not bad.
It's good. Steak's good there, too. It's all nice.
All right. You guys have a good one. I know you got other important things to get to. Hasta la pasta. Have a good Tuesday.
You too. Happy birthday if we don't talk to you next week.
Yeah, and have fun. Have fun on your fishing trip.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Stay safe. Don't fall overboard.
Right? Next week, I think, marks mini season or the week after.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, the 27th and 28th is going to be mini season. It's a Wednesday, Thursday. And I've never done it before, but I guess it's a lot of people go down to the Keys, but you can go anywhere. So we have buddies going to Stewart to to go lobster diving, and it was what my idea was like. Yeah, let's do it, and then I can't be in water for like, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks. So yeah,
Worst
so-
time here for that. Swimming season.
I know. I mean, I can take a shower, guys, so don't worry. I can't soak in like pools or oceans or anything.
I was just thinking that.
No, I'm allowed to. I can take a shower.
Smell you in here.
I just can't be like submerged in water. Yeah, so I was bummed about that because I've never done it before.
And you were thinking about doing it this year.
Yeah. Oh, well. But I mean, regular lobster season lasts, a while, and I believe that's some beginning of August. So at some point, I think that doesn't regular lobster season last a few months?
I'm not sure.
I'm not real familiar with
I'm not sure.
regular lobster season.
Yeah, never did something like that.
But yeah, no surprise.
Yeah, no surprise.
Not surprised.
Really? With these hands? 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. It is a hot Tuesday. Don't forget, 11:45. We got a chance for you to get tickets to One Republic, my favorite band, and the Trifecta coming at you and so much more. Peace.
The fine woman in your smart speaker knows what you need.
Really?
Don't ask how. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Real Radio wants to give you a vacation from inflation by putting $1,000 in your hand. We're talking about $1,000 9 times a day. Listen for the keyword to win $1,000 weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then take that keyword and enter it on our website, realradio921.com. At the end of each hour, the winner will be contacted by phone, so answer the call, even if you don't recognize the phone number. That's how you get $1,000 in your hand and a little inflation vacation. This contest is brought to you locally by the Glass Chamber, your local smoke shop. Exotic sodas, Delta 8, Puffco, and the newest disposables. Huge selection, best prices, weekly specials, and an amazing staff that will take great care of you. 7 convenient locations. Visit glasschamberfl.com for more.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by the Mark Moss Show podcast.
All these moves by the Federal Reserve have caused the great unwind, and I want to make sure you don't get caught in the crosshairs. I'm Mark Moss, each week discussing the decentralized revolution. So join the Mark Moss Show on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Why green financing may not be available in all areas and is subject to terms and conditions.
Hey there, it's Jody for Reese Windows and Doors. Impact windows from Reese are affordable, burglar resistant, and energy efficient. Plus, you get your windows typically installed in about 10 to 12 weeks, which is just unheard of. And right now, get 100% financing and no payments until March of 2024, regardless of your credit, when you finance with Y-Green using Extend Pay. Visit Reese Windows today, reesewindows.com. It's REECE cewindows.com.
An official message from Medicare. Did you know Medicare.gov/care has information about healthcare providers in your area? At Medicare.gov/care, you can find and compare hospitals, doctors, nursing homes, and more. See detailed information on quality of care and how patients rate their experience. Visit Medicare.gov/care today. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Virtual meetings glitching? Videos endlessly buffering? Web pages never loading? The state of Florida has launched an anonymous statewide internet speed test to identify broadband internet availability in Florida communities. Take the state of Florida's official 1-minute speed test at fasterflorida.org. That's fasterflorida.org to help improve internet speeds throughout the state. fasterflorida.org.
Thanks, everyone, for making your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
At Rack Electric, our slogan is, we've got the power. And we really do. Volume buying power allows us to stock hundreds of Generac whole house generators and pass the savings on to you. It's going to be a very active hurricane season, so get the power at rackelectric.com.
You can feel it, the weight of all the stress in your life. It's heavy, and life's daily stressors are just making it heavier. Find the help you need at Inner Journey Healing Arts. A privately run nonprofit agency, Inner Journey Healing Arts can help you with personalized counseling services. Friends and neighbors have turned to Inner Journey Healing Arts on their road to recovery. See how they can help you at innerjourneyhealingarts.org. Ask about their new Women's Expressive Art Group. That's innerjourneyhealingarts.org.
Lowe's MVP's bonus days are here. Pro members can earn bonus points to redeem for rewards. And for 12 days, you can earn points on every dollar spent up to $1,000. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to program terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty Terms. Subject to change.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Turnpike crash. Lanes have reopened now. This is where we are going northbound, and you had a lane blocked near Okeechobee Boulevard. Lanes reopened, but you still have some slowdowns going on there. And 2 right lanes remain blocked with a crash along 95 southbound by Congress Avenue, and the backups continue. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Napa Auto Parts. When your ride fires on all cylinders, so do you. That's why Napa is on a mission to
listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's a hot Tuesday, and I mean it is hot, so let's try to stay cool. Jimmy's in house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
LeBron James has a show on HBO called The Shop. It's been on a few years, and people seem to enjoy it. And that's pretty good with the ratings. And LeBron sits down with his agent and a lot of different stars in all different sports and music. Well, Friday night when he sat down, he said the Boston Celtics fans are very racist. And a lot of guys, fans there, wear shirts that say blank LeBron James. And he also said that the Boston Garden probably sells them in their stores. I did not believe that when I heard that, because they wouldn't be selling stuff like that in any NBA establishments. The Boston Celtics answered back to LeBron in a strong way, said, no, we do not sell those shirts at all. LeBron is, like I said, he has a podium there. He can say whatever he wants. I don't really think at the end of the day LeBron believes that they're selling that stuff at an NBA arena, but he did say it, and I can only imagine next year when the Lakers go to Boston, there's enough fire between those two teams over the years. Both have 17 titles apiece. I can only imagine how the fans are going to be next year with LeBron. He'll handle it. There's no doubt about it. The All-Star Game is tonight in L.A., and last night was Home Run Derby. Sold out. Everybody goes crazy for that. Soto won. He is the guy, if you're not familiar with him, who was on a Nationals All-Star. This kid's got a bright future. He was just offered $440 million by the Nationals, and he said, no, I'm going to pass on that 15-year deal. So it looks like the trade's going to be made for him, and they're thinking maybe the Mets or the Yankees. We'll see where he lands. And if you like football, it's getting close. The Hall of Fame game will be August 4th. That'll be here before you know it, and that'll be the Jaguars against the Raiders. August 4th, Hall of Fame game. Rookies are in camp, and the veterans get into camp next Monday on the 26th. That'll be here before you know it. And then after that, preseason, and then football will be back. The opening game, I believe, is September 8th, and that is the Super Bowl champs, the Rams, against Jimmy's Buffalo Bills. And that is your trifecta. Peace.
Well, if you're looking for a chance to go to the iHeartRadio Music Festival, we've got one for you right here on Real Radio. And if you think you know your music better than most, you can put those skills to the test with Rover's Morning Glory as they present the iHeart Festival. Rover's giving away a VIP trip for two to our iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas. That's starting this week and will go on to next week as well. Listen for your chance to beat the clock and identify a song, title, and artist. Need both. From one of the stars that's going to be at the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Rover will do this each morning, like I said, for the next 2 weeks and be the fastest to identify that song and artist, and you will win. You could have a chance to win this trip to Vegas that Rover's giving you only on Rover's Morning Glory, Real Radio, 92.1 and 101.7. So if that's what you're looking for, make sure you're tuned in to Rover each morning.
Awesome. Speaking of Rover, they are based out of Cleveland, right? Rover's Morning Glory. And it looks like Cleveland happens to be the most stressed city in the whole United States of America.
Really?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the way Greek boasts it so much, you would think it would be one of the least stressful.
Right? They this was Wallet Hub who put this together, and I think it's actually the things that they put together is what causes a lot of stress with us, right?
Yeah.
Work stress, financial stress, family stress, health and safety stress were all the things that they combined to see who bear the heaviest stress load. And yes, Cleveland, number one, by the way. It was actually number one in all categories, but definitely number one in financial stress category, which is interesting. Yep. Then you have Detroit at number 2. These are all places that I know you've been dying to vacation at, G-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Gulfport, Mississippi, number 3.
Oh, my God, you're reading my diary.
Might even relocate.
Yeah, Baltimore, Maryland. Yeah, remember that was number 4?
Oh, I love Stone Crabs.
Baltimore.
And Philly.
Oh, Philly.
Yeah.
Come on, I'll fix the bell, get a cheesesteak.
There you go, yep.
Finally, get that thing fixed.
So we did not... Florida did not make top 10, and any Florida cities did for the stressed out
Not
states.
surprised.
Yep.
Beautiful weather, palm trees, women, guys.
Greeks here.
Women, guys. I think everywhere has women and guys, but whatever.
You know.
But they wear a lot of less clothes here.
Oh, got it. To round up the top 10, Memphis, Tennessee, New Orleans, Birmingham, Alabama, St. Louis, and Toledo, Ohio. All places that were on your bucket list to go.
Toledo makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah. You've heard about those people in Toledo.
Yeah, so the least stressed cities, you got a couple in California, by the way. Actually, a couple in North Dakota. If you want to live a stress-free life, go to Fargo.
Fargo? It sounds too far. I don't mind going there.
Most stress they had was made a movie there once.
Oh, yeah. But we also have Fremont, California was actually the least stressed city. Yep, I'm not very familiar. Is it Fremont? Yeah, California. They're last in financial stress and healthy and safety stress categories as well, too. So, yeah, if you're looking into it. And I believe all of those. So, to you, G-Man, I know you asked the question, what causes the most stress in your life?
Yeah, everybody's different.
Would it be work, financial, family, health and safety?
For me, I would say financial.
Yeah.
And work. both. I would say pretty close. But I think my mindset obviously is different now because I'm by myself. When you have a family, I mean, obviously that's everybody's first concern. And taking care of their family, their well-being, your children, the future. I'm sure as you get older as a parent, you always wonder about your kids. Are they going to be all right? God forbid if I pass. I'm sure every parent thinks that, and they worry about them. That's why a lot of parents try to get their kids ready for the future and, put good thoughts in their head and try to be a good leader. But I would guess that's your number one thing as a parent.
Yeah.
Or grandkids, whatever, whatever you have going on.
And you're right. So I don't have kids either. So my top stressor would probably be financial stress as well, too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jimmy, how about yourself?
Easily. Yeah, hands down. It's financial.
Yeah. And the family.
Well, I mean, but I'm not stressed by my family. I have a different idea of stress. Stress is something that I worry about. Stress is something that I am constantly, it's on my mind where I think about, the bills have to be paid. This has to be paid. This has to be, otherwise, I can't go to work if I don't have gas or pay my car payment, things like that. I mean, do I worry about my family? Do I care about my family? Of course, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. But I don't stress over them every day. I don't have this, what's going, over it. And I find that to be different. Caring and stress to me are a little bit different.
Oh, absolutely. And I guess, recently there's been health has been a stressor in my life as well, too. But it's funny because even though the things that I'm going through, then I get the bills and that stresses me out even more when I get the hospital bills and all this stuff. And then I'm just then that kind of goes to wayside because I'm looking at all this money that I'm getting drained from. So
yeah, because it bothers you. Well, who wants that?
That's financial stress.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you got financial stress.
But isn't that sad? Health should be a bigger stressor, right? But then when you get banged up with that stuff, then you're just well, damn it.
Yeah, you should be the first thing is, hey, I'm healthy. And then obviously with the bill should be second. But again, like you said, it's stress. And nobody wants to have a debt.
But I believe they are. I know you enough, Franny, and we've talked a little bit enough for me to know. I mean, I don't know everything that's going on, but I do know enough to know that your number one priority is your health.
Yeah, of course.
Now you feel confident things are looking somewhat okay there, and you've got now. Oh boy, what's the next burden? And that's going to be the next burden.
Yeah.
And financial usually falls back to that on most people.
Yeah. I would probably say that's probably the number one stressor for people.
I would think so.
Finances, especially these days.
Yeah, I would think that high 80 or 90% of people. Now, people who have a ton of money, they don't worry about it. That's it. But I think the average person, and just like now, recession is bothering people.
And maybe it's not because again, Americans we keep going into debt. We'll spend, we keep spending money. I mean, there's no shortage of people spending money. Now I'm not saying comparison to last year where we're spending more. Well, that's simply inflation, but we continue to spend money. And, credit cards are still being used. People are buying Christmas. People are buying Amazon Day the other day. We spend, $11 billion.
Yeah, but what you say you do, people don't do. Very rare do people do what you do. Like you say, I won't buy anything unless I can pay for it. That's not.
Oh, no. And that's my point.
Yeah,
that's my point. People are still spending money.
Oh, yeah.
Yet we're very stressed about money.
Yeah.
It's sort of a kind of a catch-22 there, right?
Yeah. Because a lot of people credit card, whenever what they owe, they'll pay the minimum, go into next month. Yeah. I'm all right. I pay the minimum. I'm going to move on. And then it just keeps going up and going up. You don't realize it. Because in your mind, it's like when you're out. We talked about that the other day. You might be out. You spend 30 or 40. That's not that bad. When you add it all up, same thing with a credit card. If you just keep paying the minimum, they don't care. But the debt's not going anywhere.
That's what they want.
That's right. They love it.
That's what the credit card companies want. They love that.
And then you get an email. You just got raised $5,000.
Look at that.
I can't believe
Keep on spending and keep on paying that minimum.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah.
What's with this?
Speaking of, I don't know if you guys saw this, but somebody whose house just went on the market, Rush Limbaugh, who's no longer with us. Did you guys see this?
Yeah. Creek put a bid in.
Oh, my goodness. $175 million, this oceanfront Palm Beach mansion.
Did you see the ROI on that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I sure did. I purchased it for $3.9 million back in 1998.
I only want it for the studio so we could do it a show. It'd be stress-free, on the board.
Got it.
And the breaks we go out to the ocean.
Yeah. Is the studio in the mansion?
That's what I always heard. I can't confirm.
As I understand it, he has one there because that's where he did his
show.
broadcast.
Yeah.
Most of the time, I believe, he was here. I always thought, or I always assumed that. I thought he said that.
Yeah, and I knew he did it from here. I just didn't know if he did it because I know that he wanted it to be kind of like a secret, private, where he did his radio show from because he was a polarizing figure. So I'm curious if it was in his home.
Okay.
Yeah,
I heard 2 stories about it for the year, which is true.
I'm sure he had a studio in his. I mean, because the place is massive. I mean, it's
24,000 feet.
Yeah, 24,000 square feet. It's on 2.7 acres.
I want to go look at a list.
Yeah, they want anything between 150 and 175.
Yeah, well, that's what we liked. I mean, talk about a gap.
Yeah.
$25 million.
They'll be happy with 150, but if they could get 175, and I love how it's being quietly being sold by his wife. Quietly, everybody's talking about it.
Yeah, my house.
Yeah.
So if something's, I don't care what you're buying. Let's just say you're going to buy a car. And how much is it? Well, it could be between 30,000 and 60. Okay, give it to me for 30.
Yeah. You know what? 59. How's that sound?
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah. I don't want to sound like I'm getting cheap here.
Right.
But
even
I'll go
experts
for
are
58.
experts are saying that it's kind of outdated, the home itself. That they're saying that whoever's going to buy it may just tear it down.
Oh, that I can't say.
Well, that was the thing. That was brought up in part of the article. I'm like, man,
yeah,
you're going to spend $150 million and you got to put a new house on. Damn.
I mean, obviously, Francis is in the real estate business.
Fixer upper,
right?
You see that a lot where people spend so much money and they knock it down, and then they got to start from scratch.
Well, I mean, I understand it obviously if it's a dilapidated house, but then again, plus, I mean, the big thing here is the location,
Yeah, it's
right?
fantastic.
I mean, right on the ocean, you got what? 230. Do you still have that article pulled up, Frank? It's like 230 feet of oceanfront property.
Yeah, right in front of you.
Yeah, it's. I can't even imagine how nice that is.
Oh, it's got to be unbelievable. But it's a big gap, people, so don't rush. You got time.
Yeah. Hey, Mega Millions tonight. You never know what can happen.
Never know. It's time for
It's just like that. The whole thing, right? You blow your whole winnings on that.
Yeah, basically.
Can't pay taxes. Can't pay anything else. But boy, we got the house.
We got the house. We look good. And I'll go buy a nice car at Atlantis Motor Group, and we're happy. Everybody's good. It's time to give away One Republic tickets for a concert. 877-927-6969. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call and win these concert tickets and have a good time and feel special. It's Real Radio saying thank you. So call us right now. 877-927-6969.
We're going to do a little Who's Most Likely To?
Sure.
All right, perfect. Yeah, we got a pair of tickets. As Greek said, One Republic. That's Saturday, September 3rd is their show, too, at I Think Financial Amphitheater. Tickets are on sale now, but you got a chance right now to win this pair. If you don't, you can go to realradio921.com and win a pair there as well. So all kinds of different ways you can win here at Real Radio.
That's awesome. Make it happen, guys, right now. And don't forget, you got 9 chances a day to win $1,000 from us with the keyword.
More winning?
That's it. 9
More
chances.
winning?
We need one guy, one girl, somebody step up and win $1,000. Because, before you know it, it might be kaboosh. And then you're not going to be a chance to win anymore.
It's going to be Benihana.
It's going to be out of here.
Yeah, Tapioca City.
Yeah, so please, come on. Somebody win for us. Yeah. Every day our boss does the same thing. You guys get no winners? Last couple times we did this, we had a couple winners.
Yeah, Jack won from Jensen Beach, Sharon won from Jupiter, Greg won from Fort Pierce, but you know what they weren't? They weren't real radio winners. We want a real radio winner.
That's right.
That's great for Jack, Sharon, Greg, and Barbara, but we want a real radio winner. So make sure you get that keyword each hour and go to realradio921.com and enter.
That's right. We want to be selfish. We want a real radio winner. You guys deserve $1,000. You can do whatever you want with it. Maybe you can look at this house we're talking about. Maybe you can go have a nice dinner on us. Maybe go to a concert. Maybe you can get Dolphin tickets. A lot of people want Dolphin tickets. I am 50-50 on buying Dolphin tickets with 4 of my friends, and I'm going to get 2 games. I probably won't end up going to the games, but we'll see what happens. But the Dolphins, we expect a big year.
So why are you going to go in on tickets if you're not going to plan on going to the game?
I might give them to clients.
Oh, okay.
It makes sense.
Oh, like the rest of your life. Got it.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want tickets to One Republic. Then we'll get you on the horn, and then we'll play a question. Who's most likely to? It'd be an example of who's most likely to drink a beer while hanging out on a Sunday. Would it be A, Jimmy, B, Francis, or C, Greek? In that case, that might be Jimmy. So, Jimmy, when you're ready, we'll get it going.
All right. Well, got one person lined up here, and we are going to start there with Richard. Richard, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi there.
Hey, pal, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm very good. How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
What's that, Richard? You broke up on us.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your question. How am I listening to Real Radio?
How long have you been listening to Real Radio?
Excuse me. Probably about 5 years.
Oh, nice. What do you think of that Greek kid?
Yasu there. He's a good guy.
Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you win right there.
Veganis.
Say something nice about Greek, and you get that good
mojo.
Mojo. You get that good feeling. You get that good karma around you. Now you got a good chance of winning.
Montreal, large Greek community. I never met a Greek person I didn't like. The Greek might have, but I never did.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
Excellent. Nice. All right, let's play a little Who's Most Likely To. For these tickets to see One Republic, that's Saturday, September 3rd. That's Saturday show. I'd love that. I think Financial Amphitheater. And we're going to do a little Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. The three of us are going to vote amongst ourselves. Cameras off. And whoever's most likely to fit that scenario, you have to guess who we voted for. Okay, Richard?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right, Richard.
Check out the world premiere of our new song.
Okay. Out of the three of us,
Right now.
Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to check into rehab for a sugar addiction? I'll give us a moment.
All right, we have our answer, Richard. Out of the three of us, Greek, myself, Jimmy, or Francis, who is most likely to check into rehab for a sugar addiction?
I'm going to pick Franny.
Oh, sorry, we chose Greek because he likes the cookies.
Yes, I do not eat sugar. Yeah, we have the Cookie Monster over here. Sorry, Richard.
Good guess.
Fair enough. Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to Real Radio.
Better luck next time.
It actually wasn't a good guess. Or you would have got it
well,
right.
it's true, yeah.
I try to motivate people.
Oh, okay, I like it.
How's that?
It's going good. That's my job every day. Motivate you.
And we still have some phone lines open if you want to see One Republic. Give us a call, 877-927-6969.
This is Greek song. Love runs it.
Now, I've never seen him in concert, but I heard that they do put on a great show.
Do they?
Yeah.
Good. Now, this is what you could be listening to. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. One Republic, playing at I Think Financial Amphitheater, Saturday, September 3rd.
Yep. Brian Tedder is like he's a lead singer of One Republic, and he's written not only just for him but for a ton of artists. I know he does a lot of stuff with like with help me, Adam Levine's band, Maroon 5.
Maroon 5.
Yep, and other stars. But yep, if not, I'm gonna take these tickets from you.
Good.
877-927-6969.
I will play us right now. Who's most likely to?
Here's the song. How about this one? I Ain't Worried. On the heels of our stressed conversation. Ain't worried.
I think we got somebody you might want to play.
All right, let's get them lined up.
Yep. For One Republic, Counting Stars is probably one that I think that might be their biggest song.
Mainstream?
Yes.
Like the top 40?
Yeah.
That's probably something.
2013, that song came out. It's a long time.
It might be something you guys are familiar with. Jimmy's got a couple people on hold. Actually, all the phone lines are open right now. I mean, I'm not open, all jammed up. Maybe they didn't hear me the first time, but now it is. So we love that.
Well, they're listening. They're like, oh wait, yep, I do like One Republic.
Well, sometimes you don't know you hear the group, you might not know what they sing. Sometimes then you hear Jimmy play a song in the background, like, oh yeah, I like that. I'll dig that, and I'll check it out. Who doesn't want to go and just enjoy yourself at a concert, kick back and enjoy on Real Radio? That's what we want.
He's written for Adele, Beyonce,
wow,
Leona Lewis, Ellie Goulding, The Fray. He's like I said, Maroon 5. Demi Lovato. This guy's written for a lot of people, yeah.
My God.
And then he obviously has his own band with One Republic.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's talking some big money there.
Mm-hmm.
One of those stars recording. Jimmy, are we ready?
Did you say Counting Stars is one of their big ones?
That's their first smash hit.
Right. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, we got a little of that going. And we're starting with Mike. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Good afternoon, Penthouse.
Good afternoon, Mike. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, Mike.
Pretty good. Me and Tony over here.
Gonna go get a
forget
pizza.
about it. Yeah.
Get a pizza and maybe
Yeah.
get some, I don't know, maybe some hubcaps.
No anchovies. I'm going to go walk my dog.
I got to go to the ATM, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, yeah, get a
I
coffee.
gotta go get some coffee.
Yeah. There it is. You're in
All
good
right.
shape.
We're not even going to ask him how long he's been listening to Real Radio. Mike, you're a winner right there.
There you are, right?
All right, we're going to play a little Who's Most Likely To for these tickets to see One Republic. Franny's going to read a scenario, and we're going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario, and you have to guess who we voted for. Okay, bud?
All right.
All right, here we go.
Okay, let's. I think you're going to get this one. So, out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to buy a sex robot in the year 2040?
All right, we have our answer. Mike, out of the three of us, myself, Jimmy, Francis, or Greek, who is most likely to buy a sex robot by the end of this year?
I was 2040, but I love it.
2040? Oh, okay. I might have changed that up a little bit.
Yo, it's the Greek sir.
You think Greek is going to buy a sex doll? He doesn't want to have sex with people.
It was Jimmy.
I thought that was a layup.
It was Jimmy, Mike. Sorry.
Oh, well. All right, Mike. Next up, we have Rita. Rita, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi.
Hi, did I finally get your name right, Rita?
Yeah, Jody Rita.
I
It's Rita, right? Is that what you're saying?
I can't hear her. Are we on speakerphone, Rita?
It's crazy. It's Jody Rita.
Oh, Jody Rita.
Okay, Jody. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
Probably about 7 years.
Oh, nice. What do you think of that Greek kid?
I think he's pretty cool.
There you go. There you go. All right. We got good karma coming your way now, Jody Rita. All right. We're going to play a little Who's Most Likely To. Franny's going to read a scenario. We're going to vote amongst ourselves who's most likely to fit that scenario. And you have to guess who we voted for, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Jody Rita, out of the three of us, Jimmy, Greek, or Franny, who is most likely to turn up at the airport on the wrong day?
All right, we have our answer, Jody Rita. Out of the three of us, Greek, Francis, or myself, Jimmy, who is most likely to show up to the airport on the wrong day?
I'm between Jimmy and the Greek. Let's see. Let's just say the Greek.
Yep, that's right.
Nice
And I think he's done it.
I've never missed a flight, to be honest with you. And I've never gone to the airport on the wrong day.
You've gone to the wrong airport.
I've gone to the wrong airport.
Close enough.
I did one time come into Fort Lauderdale and thought my car got robbed, and they had to help me with security. We looked for it for an hour, and in the middle of the guy taking me around and around, I was like, "Oh my God, I left that at West Palm."
Mm-hmm.
That was brutal.
What kind of mileage you get on this golf cart, buddy? You think you can get me up there? All right, Jody, I'm going to put you on hold. If you can, hang in tight there for a couple minutes, and I'll get back to you on the break, all right?
Okay,
Thank you.
All right.
Thanks for
that's
listening.
Let me get line 2. Let me make a mark of that. Because I also want to remind you that coming up on the other side of this short break, we're going to give you another keyword and another shot at $1,000. That's right. Go to realradio921.com. Go there right now. Have the pop-up window ready for you. So when you get the keyword on the other side of this break, you can enter it right there. Boom. That's it. It's that simple. You're entered to win a $1,000 for the noon hour. Good luck.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, audience, for listening. We always love giving you guys something, put a smile on your face. We're going to come back with some fun facts and a lot more. Peace.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Your shot at $1,000 is coming up in just a few minutes. It's the Inflation Vacation on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7, presented by the Glass Chamber.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by the Ben Ferguson Podcast.
Is it senior abuse at this point? Coming up on the Ben Ferguson Podcast, Joe Biden clearly has lost his cognitive function. He's basically like a child. So why are we allowing his family to exploit him for their financial gain? I'll explain it. Download the Ben Ferguson Podcast now.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
Mike Capel here, serial entrepreneur. Let's make sure your current payroll provider isn't overcharging you, shall we? First, go to your payroll provider's website to see what you're currently paying. Oh, what's that? You can't clearly see your pricing because your vendor is running a temporary sale or making you call for a free quote? That's unfortunate. If you go to PatriotSoftware.com, you will instantly see our payroll pricing for companies with 1 to 100 employees. Well, there you go. At least now you know what you should be paying for payroll. Go to PatriotSoftware.com. Use promo code RADIO and get 2 months of payroll processing free. That's PatriotSoftware.com.
With PatriotSoftware.com, accounting and payroll, keep your time and money.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at EasyCater.com.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us. For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call a Dell Technologies advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Here's to the great American settlers, the millions of you who settled for unsatisfying jobs because they pay the bills. Of course, there is something else you could do if you got something to say. Start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart and unleash your creative freedom. Maybe even earn enough money to one day tell your old boss, "Hey, I'm no settler, I'm an explorer." Spreaker.com, Spreaker. Hustle on over today.
By now, you've heard all of our ads. America's largest injury law firm. But what does that really mean for our clients, for you? It means that when you hire us, you don't just get a lawyer, you get a legal army. Almost 800 lawyers alone. That army includes an entire legal team, specialist lawyers, investigators, and a 24/7 client satisfaction staff. Just like if you were going into surgery, you wouldn't trust one person to handle the paperwork, the scheduling, the anesthesia, and the surgery. Have you ever seen a surgeon operating alone and without resources? No way. Why would you trust a small firm with your case? Your case is a big deal to us. When it comes to law, size matters. We're America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
There aren't many, but there are certain resources in our community that are so good, so reliable. We just always known they've been there and that we can count on them. And it can be easy to take them for granted as a result, but we shouldn't. The Salvation Army of Palm Beach County is celebrating its centennial. Incredible, right? 100 years of doing the most good right here in the Palm Beaches. Often in ways that we don't even fully appreciate. Like, for example, their pediatric program, their men's and women's programs, anti-human trafficking, veterans initiatives, emergency food assistance, emergency housing. And I'm just starting to scratch the surface of what they do 365 days out of the year. We can help the Salvation Army of Palm Beach County celebrate another 100-year anniversary. So many ways to help. Shop at a Salvation Army store or donate goods. You may go to salvationarmypalmbeachcounty.org. Make your donation. Thank you. May God bless you.
New South is Florida's factory direct window company. We manufacture, install, and guarantee your windows for life. One company, one call. Our windows blend energy performance with hurricane protection. New South Window, home of your ultimate Florida window.
Going on now. Buy 2 windows, get a third free. Call 1-800-NEW-WINDOWS.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword site realradio921.com. 921.com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hopefully you were just tuned in for that keyword we gave you. Listen, we want you to win $1,000 right here on Real Radio. This contest isn't going to last forever, so you have the hour to do so. And hopefully my main man Jimmy over here can help me with that keyword. What was that keyword we had for the 12 o'clock hour?
That keyword was green, Green. Go to realradio921.com. Little pop-up window's going to come right up for you. Just enter the keyword green right there. And if you get a call in about an hour or so within the next hour, pick that up, because that could be us letting you know that you just won $1,000. Sometimes it comes up as unknown caller, something like that. What was it, 513 area code sometimes, I believe?
From Cincinnati, yes.
Yeah, from Cincinnati area, so that could be us. So pick up that phone so that you could win $1,000.
There you go. And this is Franny. Of course, you have G-Man with us too. Hi, Greek.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for listening to Real Radio all the time. It is noontime. So at noontime, what do? We try to put a smile on your face. And what we try to do is try to give you some fun facts.
It's Franny's Fun Facts. Well, today is National Daiquiri Day. I don't know if you're aware with that. Yeah?
Yep.
So whether you like a traditional daiquiri, which is just like the lime base with rum, or maybe a strawberry daiquiri, mango daiquiri, have a daiquiri today. How about that? That's how we celebrate National Daiquiri Day. And I have some facts about daiquiris, if you're going to enjoy them. Do you have it? Well, I know you don't drink. Do you ever drink them, Jimmy?
I've had them in the past, but not on a regular.
Okay, got it.
I think I had one maybe or two at a pool. Like a strawberry daiquiri.
All right. A virgin or just a regular?
I think virgin.
Yeah? Okay. Because it's interesting, because a daiquiri, and that's a lot of people would order them like a virgin strawberry daiquiri, but a daiquiri itself typically would have the liquor in it. And traditionally, it was the Ron Bacardi a la daiquiri was the full name for it. And they're like, that's just a lot. So we're just going to call it a daiquiri instead.
Especially when people get smashed and they got to order it.
Yes. They said that actually the, do you say daiquiri or daiquiri?
Daiquiri.
Some people say daiquiri.
I think that was the original way they said it, right?
Yeah. So they said that, the drink itself is combining rum, lime, and sugar. And they said that there's other drinks like that was actually created, but the daiquiri is actually what they stamped it that. They said what made it different is the use of, they say, was the Bacardi Carta Blanca rum, which was the new drink at the time.
Okay.
Yeah, they said that it was actually the favorite drink of famed American writer Ernest Hemingway.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
So he had the rum and he had his cats.
They say, yes. He reportedly earned the nickname Papa Doble because he drank his daiquiris by the double. So he was like, give me a double. They say there's a variation of the cocktail named after Hemingway. It's also called the Papa Doble. I've never heard of that before. They say besides Hemingway, President John F. Kennedy was also a fan of the cocktail. There's 5 versions of the classic daiquiri or daiquiri. They contain ingredients like grapefruit juice, maraschino liqueur, grenadine, or curacao. They also say that the daiquiri is one of the 6 basic drinks listed
and David A. Embury's The Fine Art of Mixing Drinks. So it's like one of those that you should know, how
If
to
you're
make.
a bartender.
Exactly. And a lot of people think automatically that it has to be frozen. Some daiquiris are actually on the rock. You can do it on the rocks as well too. It does not have to be a frozen drink. They also say on here that the Red Irish. So if you want to do this at home, here's a little, because there's different names, right? So there's one called a Red Irish. It's a frozen strawberry daiquiri made with spiced rum and a shot of Irish cream added to the blender. I'm curious to see how that would be.
Anytime you add Irish cream, that can only be good, right?
I mean, you would think so. I don't know though. It sounds kind of interesting with it.
Give it a little kick.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but I'm not normally not used to the Irish cream in a daiquiri. It's more of like a fruit and ice blend. But yeah, they also say daiquiri is also the name of a beach and an iron mine in Cuba as well too, if you weren't aware of that.
I think that's where the name came from, right?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They said during World War II period, whiskey was rationed in the U.S., so daiquiri inadvertently popularized rum-based drinks of Latin countries. They say since rum flowed into the U.S. easily from these nations, the trend caught on, and so did these rum-based drinks. And they became extremely popular ever since then. And that's what I have for fun facts, unless you have anything extra there, Jimmy.
No.
All right.
Other than they taste great. Let's have them.
And they taste great. There you go. And there's
Good job, Francis.
There's your fun facts about daiquiris. And earlier on in the show, we were talking about, places or jobs where you can actually drink. They encourage it.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a couple people who did text in. They said, and this was somebody at 47142. They said, my wife landed a work-at-home job due to COVID, and the pay was very well over $20 an hour. And she typically drinks a bottle of wine every day during her work hours.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
Well, I know a company she doesn't work for, and I'll tell you all about that when Franny's done.
Yeah, they also said they saw a group of Budweiser employees at lunch one day, and they were able to have a beer with lunch and put it on their expense reports.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's not bad.
Yep. Also, somebody says, I've been lobbying, to get a few drinks acceptable on the job in my industry. I feel like it makes me more productive. I'm an over-the-road truck driver, so
awesome.
don't know if that's a good idea.
It's not a good thing.
And then we also were talking about Rush Limbaugh and his house, whose wife just put it on the market for an insane amount, $150 to $175 million. And so they said that I guess he had we have a couple people talking about, because we were like, is the studio in the house? Is it not? So somebody said that he had a detached building from the main home, which was the studio.
Oh, okay.
So that's what they're
It's
saying.
on the same property.
And then we also say that he had a studio on the entire third floor of an office building in Royal Palm Way in Palm Beach.
Oh, okay.
They said I did service work in that building and his studio. They said, I love it. They said they had a huge 30x4 picture poster of himself on there too, like just a giant picture, very Greek-esque is what it would be. So
who would do something
right?
like
Yeah, that's pretty pretentious.
Yeah. So we have two things. Somebody saying he had to detach from his main home, but then somebody saying, but they said they actually cleaned the place, and this kind of makes sense on Royal Palm Way in Palm Beach, entire third floor of an office.
Maybe, I don't know, but I just don't see him like wanting to travel and be around the public every day, getting in and out of his car. But maybe he did. The thing that, on his property, I can see it, or maybe away from his house, like a pool house or something. I don't know. I know somebody who definitely does know, and he did tell me that it was years ago, and I can't remember what he did tell me. But I'm going to reach out to him later and ask him. And he would know because he was there once or twice.
Okay. Well, we tend to believe you, and you said you used to do service work here, so I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah,
he might have had multiple studios.
Maybe.
I mean, you never know. I mean, over the years, I mean, you're talking about a pretty storied career that he had,
and he was huge.
And I'm sure that I don't know, because he was in New York, right, at one time, or in one of the bigger markets at one time. I'm sure when he started years and years and years ago. So I'm sure when he bought his place down here, I mean, that's not where he started radio.
Yeah,
No.
and he's at the point where he could do whatever he wants. Maybe he wanted to come in to work into a studio like office atmosphere. Or maybe he was like, screw it, I'm going to do it from my house today.
And I think there were times that guys like Sean Hannity would fill in for him when he was on vacation or things like that. So there was another local studio, and I'm sure that it was multiple that he had.
I bet who knows is Brian Mudd. I bet you he knows.
I wasn't going to say his name.
Okay.
Yeah. That's so. I think, but definitely know. He might definitely know.
Well, you're acting like it was like some kind of mafia thing. I was gonna say, I bet you he knows the inside information.
You never know.
Yeah.
Brian Mudd might. It is the Penthouse, and we'll come back. We're going to ask you a question. We're going to talk about, could you be able to date somebody super rich or super famous in the Penthouse? Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
Make this the year you go to our iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Friday, September 23rd and Saturday the 24th. Buy your tickets now at AXS.com.
Stream it free on the CW app and CWTV.com.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival is connecting all of us.
Capital One is the proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 6th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Is it just sneakers that sneak into your mind, or is it your kind of creativity from the midsole to your very soul before you unfold a vision on the XPS? Get into your universe at Dell.com/XPS, verified for exceptional experiences with Intel Evo platform.
What the Florida is brought to you by Knox & Dunn, strong and true Florida rum. Flavor straight from the barrel, nothing added. Try it today.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found a new best friend. It's a laid-back Sunday afternoon, you wish would never end. The homemade taste of Bluebell, and good friends gathered round. The good old days are being made right now.
Our Cookie Two-Step Ice Cream is a creamy vanilla ice cream with hints of brown sugar, chunks of chocolate cream-filled cookies, and tasty chocolate chip cookie dough pieces. Cookie Two-Step has everybody's taste buds two-stepping, and 1 and 2.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell Ice Cream at all Walgreens.
You can feel it, the weight of all the stress in your life. It's heavy, and life's daily stressors are just making it heavier. Find the help you need at Inner Journey Healing Arts. A privately run nonprofit agency, Inner Journey Healing Arts can help you with personalized counseling services. Friends and neighbors have turned to Inner Journey Healing Arts on their road to recovery. See how they can help you at innerjourneyhealingarts.org. Ask about their new Women's Expressive Art Group. That's innerjourneyhealingarts.org.
Man, I slept.
New ZQuil Pure Z's Restorative Herbal Sleep is made for people who are tired of being tired.
I've never slept like this before. I've never woken up like this before.
A melatonin-free sleep aid made with a botanical blend that contains clinically studied and effective valerian root, hops, and passion flower, shown to help promote better restorative sleep. ZQuil Pure Z's Restorative Herbal Sleep. Sleep this good, feel this good. Available at retailers near you.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 8/28/2022. Restrictions apply. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 2H 2021. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime. Food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, quickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Susan, I'm sorry I'm late. Traffic is terrible.
It sure is. But on top of that, gas prices have been skyrocketing. I can't believe how expensive gas has gotten recently.
Prices at the pump are up, but I never pay full price for gas anymore. I just use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
And does that actually add up to anything?
I've made around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's promo code GOLD. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code GOLD for a $5 bonus on your first tank. That's code GOLD for a $5 bonus.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Very slow go on the cleanup with this crash, 95 southbound, happening in the 5 o'clock hour this morning, right near Congress Avenue. And you've still got 2 right lanes blocked in that area. Traffic is moving, but it is under speed in that area. Elsewhere, not seeing any tie-ups along the Palm Beaches on 95 or the Turnpike. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. If your business is feeling a summer hiring wave, then you need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Alec Baldwin. I'd like to invite you to listen to my new limited series podcast about a true American hero who lived to tell the story of his imprisonment by the Japanese during World War II. You get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, Rick, do you like to play Frisbee? Then come on over, and I'll let you play with my Whammo. Oh.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
The talkbacks are so unique and creative. We appreciate you guys doing it all the time. I am the Greek. Good afternoon, and welcome to The Penthouse on a hot Tuesday. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello.
Oh, that's pretty good. I gotta be honest with you. I close my eyes. I don't know who that is. Do it again. Let me do it.
Oh, my Paul in.
That's not bad. Francis is here.
Hey, happy Tuesday.
So if you were dating somebody, put your mindset in this. Could you date somebody? What would be tougher, you think, dating somebody super, super rich? I'm talking mega jets, planes, mansions, or super, super famous. What do you think would be harder to do?
For me, famous. Somebody that's famous, I would have a harder time with that.
Yeah.
Rich? How would you have a hard time with being rich?
Well, if you date somebody rich, maybe you weren't comfortable around it. Maybe you weren't comfortable. They're always paying.
Yeah,
especially
that's
if it was
not
a
an
woman.
issue.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah, but some guys are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, I'm sure there are.
Yeah,
I'm sure
there are guys who, if their wife makes or girlfriend makes more,
usually rich people.
Yeah, some people do. I got a buddy of mine.
It's all ego. It's all
Sure.
I want to make more money than.
But just some guys get intimidated too. Yeah, that's part of ego, like you said.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of gone by the wayside. I feel, yes, that still exists, but I feel like a lot more men are comfortable with their woman being the breadwinner.
Yeah,
more so than they used to be. Yeah, we were having a conversation not that long ago, and this guy who used to be my trainer was saying that his wife was, getting her like 5th degree and doing this and getting a great job, and he was just like, and it was funny because we were like a group of guys, and they agreed. He was like, I'm okay if she wants it. If she makes more money than me, he was like, go for it. He was like, I'll be good just hanging out in the house. I mean, it's just, and taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
So it's not something that you wouldn't back in the day hear men really fess up to being comfortable with that.
Yeah, it's a very interesting question. Everybody's got their own opinion. Obviously, if you guys got a thought process on it, let it know. Let us know. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call.
It's not obviously millions or billions, but I mean, my wife makes more money than I do, and that's great. The more she makes, the better.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. It's great for the family. It's great for the household. So I'm certainly not going to complain about that. But if it's somebody uber wealthy, I mean, I understand why there might be a little bit of a stigma that goes with it. But I'd be more concerned about the famous side of it, because paparazzi, you have no privacy. Right? That just really eliminates all the different possibilities. You have zero privacy at that point.
No, you don't. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm talking about somebody super famous.
Yeah.
Or just, whatever. Even it could be mega famous, but like you said, paparazzi's around, news is around, people are taking pictures, you're in a restaurant, stuff like that. What would be more difficult?
I mean, you can't do anything.
No.
Can't do anything. Can't go to the beach. Can't go to swimming. You can't go to pool. Can't go to almost anything, because, I mean, even if you're in your own house, I mean, we were just talking about the Rush Limbaugh's house, and, one of the aspects of, whether he had a studio there or not is again, privacy, right? People know where he lives, because that's a lot of times you can't hide that.
No.
So, if people know that he's there and he's got a studio there, they can come there and either harass him or, on a good thing, fans would come there.
Sure.
So it's the same type of thing. I mean, you don't get a break even when you're at home, and I think that's something that's got to be difficult to deal with on a regular basis. Again, super uber celebrity status.
Of course. Years ago, obviously, you can keep it more private, but not today. Between the internet and phones and drones, and they can get it no matter what.
Yeah, people follow you anywhere you go. They'll follow you. Once they see you and they know you're somewhere, they'll just follow you home.
Remember that kid who was having...
It's amazing.
He put the tracker on whose jet was it? Mark Cuban and somebody else. And
he did it with a lot of rich people.
Yeah, like he knew everywhere where they went.
I think Elon Musk was one of them as well too. There's a handful. Bezos. I think he hit up all the billionaires.
Yeah, and I remember Mark Cuban made a deal with him finally, and the kid knew exactly where he was going all the time.
And nowadays with drones, and you can get drones that are the size of your palm, and you can fly, you hardly even know that it's there.
Yeah.
And people can take pictures of you and your house. So, your walls and gates don't even help you anymore with that.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, today it's so much different than it was at one time. They can get you no matter what. Super rich or super famous is on the table. If you had to date somebody, what would bother you more if you had to deal with it on an everyday basis? I think the famous thing, like you said, Jimmy, after a while could be tough. No matter where you go, what you do, vacation, your home, go to a store. Don't take pictures anywhere. Publix, they don't care. Starbucks, you have no privacy anymore.
It's one thing being popular and people like you and they want to talk to you and things like that, and but you need some separation, right? And that is one of the things that I do feel I do have a little bit of sympathy with some of the I lean a little bit to sympathy when it comes to some celebrities. It doesn't matter whether it's sports, Hollywood movies, doesn't matter, because it's all the same in one way or the other. Whether it's a soccer player or a football player or something like that. I mean, a lot of times they can't go anywhere, and they get recognized, and a lot of people come up to them, and sometimes you just want your downtime.
Sure. And again, it's really today. It's a lot of people can go through it because a lot of people don't recognize them. But if they're you get people know you, that's it. You're not going to be able to go to anywhere. It's going to be constant. It's part of your life, no matter what.
But your scenario was super uber, famous. So more likely that means you're worldwide fame, right?
Yeah. I mean, down here, I would think like somebody like Dan Marino. You know, somebody like that. Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan down here all the time. Guys like that people know all the time. It is the Penthouse, and it is a hot Tuesday. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more for you guys on a Tuesday. Peace.
We're still your at-work station, even if your work happens to be on the kitchen table. Bed. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick, and here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The MLB All-Star Game will be played tonight with a possible new wrinkle. If the game's tied after 9 innings, it'll be settled by a home run derby. Marlins stars Sandy Alcantara, Garrett Cooper, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. are in L.A. for the Midsummer Classic. Chisholm was voted as a starter but won't play due to injury. And Dolphins training camp's underway after rookies reported today. They'll get a few days of extra instruction before the veterans arrive next week. I'm Scott Davidson.
Intelligence runs in the family. Innovation runs in the family. Extraordinary runs in the family. The 2022 Mercedes-Benz range of SUVs, every member waiting to impress. Learn more at MBUSA.com. That's MBUSA.com.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
Get inspired during Dell's Black Friday and July sale with up to $500 off select computers like XPS laptops and Alienware systems with Intel Core processors. Plus, get great financing with a Dell Preferred account and free shipping. Call 877-ASK-DELL.
The Greek Zone is brought to you by QC Kinetics, 954-787-PAIN.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
If you've been involved in a car accident, call me, Glenn Levine, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733, and take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
Are you getting the internet speed you need? The state of Florida has launched an anonymous statewide study of broadband speeds with a free internet speed test. The results of the study will help guide investments to improve broadband speeds around our state. To take the test and measure your connection speed, visit fasterflorida.org. That's fasterflorida.org to take the state's official internet speed test.
I've been asked, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
GimmeTheVin.com has made it fast, we've made it easy, and we're the only 5-star BBB rated car dealer out there.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
The Pod Meets World podcast takes you back in time to 1993 for the ultimate Boy Meets World rewatch with members of the original cast.
None of us have seen an episode since it aired back in the 90s, so we'll be witnessing our middle part haircuts, hooded t-shirts, and teenage overacting for basically the first time right along with you.
Listen to Pod Meets World on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. Brought to you by DuckDuckGo. Search, browse, and email privately, all for free with the DuckDuckGo app.
Rob tried to manage his constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating day after day. After realizing it was irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, he found another way and finally said yes to adding Linzess.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/trial. That's ZipRecruiter.com/trial.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'll continue to have some patience if you are in the area of Delray Beach 95 southbound. A crash at Congress Avenue right inside Boca with 2 right lanes still blocked after this crash from very early this morning. Elsewhere, things running smoothly. 95 in the West Palm area north towards the Gardens. Turnpike looks good too. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Lowe's MVP's bonus days are here.
Yo, 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a very hot Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourselves. Thanks for listening to Real Radio 921. I am the Greek. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, happy Tuesday.
And it's time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
Well, all the stars will be out tonight because there's Major League Baseball's All-Star game in L.A. It's the American League against the National League, and that will be the spotlight tonight in sports. And tomorrow, there is no sports at all. There's only a couple things going on tomorrow, but it's one of the days that is rare in our country where there's just absolutely no sports.
I think it's the day, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow's the day where there's a zip going on. No baseball, no basketball, no hockey, no football.
None of the major sports at all.
Yeah. So tomorrow's the day where you just want to be like, ooh, if you need sports, you better get it tonight and watch the All-Star game. LeBron James has a show on HBO. It's called The Shop. And every once in a while, LeBron says some things that maybe ruffle some people's feathers. Last week on his show, he had a lot of different comments, but he talked about the Boston Garden and how he said the Boston Celtics fans were racist. He said there's people in the audience who wear T-shirts that say blank LeBron James, and they probably sell it at the store at the Boston Garden. Where the Celtics came back at LeBron yesterday and said that is not true. We don't sell any shirts like that. I don't think LeBron really thought that. It is NBA. It's in the Boston Garden. I don't believe they're going to sell any shirts like that. Outside the Garden, yes, they'll sell stuff like that all day long. So the Boston Celtics said they want to let LeBron know. What this does mean is that the Boston Celtics fans have a great memory. And the Celtics and Lakers go against each other for years, back to the 60s. I mean, you're talking a long time. They both have 17 titles. Who's going to get 18 first? But I'm sure the Boston Celtics fans will not forget this next year when the Lakers come to town. And this will be an interesting background when the Lakers take on the Boston Celtics. And a friend of ours who's been on our show a bunch of times, a very good comedian, really good guy, Joe Coy, was dating Chelsea Handler. And they did a video announcing that they had their 1-year celebration. And then right after that, they made another announcement that they were breaking up.
Ah, crapped out.
Right?
Yeah, so it was a little crazy.
I was really rooting for those two crazy kids.
Yeah, and
I was.
It just seemed weird. They did this anniversary video. Rover was talking about it this morning. And, there was just, it's been 1 year, yada, yada, yada. Love's a lot of fun, all that stuff. And then after they did the video, a couple days later, both of their, so we say staff said that they're going to take a break from each other. And who knows if they're going to get back or not.
Well, they said, I guess it was a lot of travel, scheduling. I know. They were so damn cute on all their little videos they made together. Yeah. And it was like, oh, she finally found love. But you hear that a lot of it. But either that or it's just an excuse when it comes to celebrities. Yeah. You always hear scheduling or we didn't get to see each other a lot. Yeah. And and I understand how that could be a thing. But yeah, it is interesting that even though they made this video for their 1-year anniversary, they broke up and still decided to post it. She did. Still did, even knowing that they were well broken up, just to let everybody know that. I guess they did share their 1-year anniversary, or had it.
And then that was it.
And then split.
Yeah, she seems a little bit more crazier than him. He used to be on our show a long time.
Oh, right? Oh, no, she used to, he was her punching bag. She used to poke fun at him all the time when he used to be on her show.
Yeah.
And you never saw any romance spark then.
No, not that. No. And she's pretty crazy. And Joe Coy's a very nice guy. I got to know him a little. I went to go see him. He was very friendly to me. Funny.
Great. It was great to all of us every time he came in here.
Yeah, he was a really nice guy. And just funny. Just a funny guy.
Yeah.
And, hopefully it works out for both of them.
Only thing he never did was give us that swag he promised us a long time ago.
No. He always said he was going to mail it.
Franny never forgets.
Never forget. I hold grudges, people. He did. He came in because he had all kinds of, because he has his own, I can't remember what it's called, but he has his own line, but it's on his Joe Coy website, and it's fun stuff. So I remember we were like, oh yeah, let's get it. But we love that stuff. He's like, sending it, it's yours.
Even when I saw him at the Hard Rock that time, and he was nice enough to stop. He had his whole entourage. He goes, I'm going to send you stuff. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do? He's busy. He forgets.
I understand.
But his act was
couple
very
things
fun.
going on.
Yeah. What's the Penthouse to you? I get it.
I mean, he had a huge security staff, though. I mean, like 4 guys around him, which I was like, wow. But yeah, they broke up. And maybe they'll get back together.
Well, he's got to figure out where to put those giant letters that he had left over from his Netflix special.
True.
That's big problems. Big problems.
Yeah, it is.
I remember him talking about that, too.
Oh, it was funny.
Yeah.
Well,
what am I going to do with these damn things?
He's got a new movie that came out.
Easter Sunday? I think that's what it's called.
I don't know what it's called, but I know I have seen the previews.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get back together.
Is that what it's called or when it came out?
I think it's called Easter Sunday.
Confused. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I don't know if it's out in theaters. Is it out in theaters yet?
I think it was coming out, I believe, and I know it was called Easter Sunday. I think it came out a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
But again, I could be mistaken. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call. We're talking about what do you think will be more difficult to do? Be with somebody super rich or super famous.
Well, you know what else is coming out in September is the iHeart Music Festival, and Rover's Morning Glory has your chance to go. That's right. If you think you know music better than most, put your skills to the test, because Rover's Morning Glory is going to present to you iHeart Festival, and that's where he's giving away a VIP trip for 2 to our iHeart Radio Music Festival in Las Vegas. Listen for the cue to call during Rover's Morning Glory, and if you can name a title and a song, the artist and the title of the song from one of the stars of this year's iHeartRadio Music Festival lineup, you could be the winner. So be the fastest to identify that, and you could be on your way. And this is only from Rover's Morning Glory, Real Radio 92.1 1017.
Sweet. So I posted a couple things on our Real Radio 921 page. You can see one, which is a Florida story I'll get into at the 1 o'clock hour. But another one is of the first ever mother and daughter duo to walk the runway.
Yes.
Now, this woman is a fitness guru. She has been she had the hottest videos back in the 90s. She's done a lot of celebrity training. She's been a trainer for celebrities. She was voted like top 10 influencer when it comes to fitness. 65-year-old Denise Austin.
Yeah, stunning.
She has been in the game for a very long time. And if you don't know who she is, maybe if you look at her, but she's had all kinds of celebrity clients and stuff like that. And she's a beautiful woman and is still holding strong and doing her stuff. And she's a veteran fitness star. And she decided that when they invited her, and they also invited her daughter. So her daughter's name is Katie, and she's 29 years old. I say old, young, both of them. And they got to, because it's been Miami Bikini Week or swim week.
Yes.
And so I believe it goes on until the 21st, but it did start last week. And so, yeah, they get to strut their sexy little bodies in a bikini. They hugged, they held hands. It was a really cute moment.
They look great.
And, they look fantastic. And, she said that it was pure joy that they shared together that will last a lifetime. She's like, I'm truly a proud mama. And, of course, Katie's super proud of her mom she's an inspiration for doing this. And she was saying, I want women to feel confident in their bodies no matter what their age. She said, live life to the fullest. But if you have not seen that, very cool. First time ever that a mother and daughter duo walked the runway. And that was for the swimsuit week over in Miami that's going on. So you can see that. RealRadio921.com on the Penthouse blog.
Yeah, very cool. Check it out. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved in the program. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
We do. We have Caitlin on the line. Caitlin, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi, this is Caitlin Tuner calling from Los Angeles, and I'm eating lunch right now. And for lunch, I'm having, of course, a wiener on a warm bun. Mm-hmm. And then I'm also going to go the other way and have some moist tuna fish in pita bread.
That sounds like a pretty big lunch.
Yeah.
Especially for 9:45.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty early for lunch.
Yeah, pretty early.
You're out in L.A.
Call that maybe a brunch. Yeah.
Snack.
A little wiener and a little tuna. Okay, I think I get it.
We appreciate the call.
Thanks, Caitlin. Appreciate you taking the time out.
I know you're busy. What your lunch was.
Talk about famous and
right.
rich,
There it is, combination.
There you go. Nice.
That'd be hard to date. Famous and rich. That's what we had on for you guys. 877-927-6969. A lot of times when people get married as a joke, maybe some people might bet, like, well, how long is this going to last?
As a joke. Yeah, you did it with my marriage.
We did it with my marriage, too.
Yeah, but we used too many people. Your friends did it with your marriage. We didn't do it to your marriage. You did it on the show to my marriage. And I believe Joe Coy was actually involved in that bet as well, too.
Oh,
yeah, he bet over.
Yeah. See, that's how the conversation goes full circle.
Yeah. It was you and Johnny C. and Joe Coy. And I think it was 7 years was the over-under. On my marriage.
That sounds right.
Yeah. And it won.
This year will be 7 years.
All right, well, I have confidence in that.
We haven't cashed yet.
Yeah.
We haven't cashed that ticket yet.
Yeah.
Do you remember who bet what?
I think you took the under. Joe, I think you guys all negatively took the under on my marriage.
No, I think I took the over.
No.
Did Greek take the under on Franny's wedding?
We actually had one on mine, and people actually did bet on it. Mm-hmm. It was 2.5 years. So a couple of people, there's a technicality on that one. Some people did get paid.
How was it a technicality? What happened?
Well, it was 3 years.
Okay.
So that we.
Well, that's over 2.5.
Yeah, that's over.
Sounds pretty easy to me.
Yeah, I don't say if it was technically 3 years, and that's the bet.
Because my friends were like, well, you guys were separated. It took a couple months to get divorced. My one buddy didn't want to pay my other buddy, but whatever. I mean, we put some.
All right. Well, there's a fair question on that bet. Is being separated equal to part of the divorce? The divorce isn't final yet.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
like overtime in football, when they have that in the Super Bowl, they had a problem a couple of years ago.
But I guess it's the wording, right? If it says divorce, like we'll be divorced in 7 years, but it maybe if you're saying your marriage ends, right? I guess it's broken up. I guess maybe that's how.
Yeah.
But there's a sports bettor, and it's not the first time, but this sports bettor, he's going viral for creating a parlay card for a wedding, and the card comes with prop bets surrounding what you would think like a typical wedding. Like, will there be a band or DJ? Who cries first? The bride or groom? What length of the first dance? What's the signature cocktail? But he has a bunch of other stuff on there too. And he actually, like, makes names. What's a signature cocktail? Old fashioned, Jameson and ginger, Red Bull vodka. So you kind of got to know, I guess, the people as well too.
Yeah, the audience.
And what they'll be serving. First dance, length over under 235. And you have the over under. Who will cry during the first dance, and he has a name. It says Megan, Andre, or both. Number of wedding cake tears, over under. But there's a lot of things you can get some inside information with those things.
Yeah, make some money.
Yeah, if you're going to do this. But it's not the first time that this has been done, as she mentioned. Him and his friends have done it before, too. It was done on the show. It was even done famously on, there was a scene in The Wedding Crashers where Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn place wagers on which Bible verses are going to be read at the altar as well, too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
You only need one person. You only need two people to have a bet. And you can come up with anything. But this is pretty good, the parlay cards, because you can switch them around, switch the people's names.
And keep it fun, lighthearted, not like when are they going to get divorced, Yeah.
DraftKings gets involved, stuff like that. You can make some money. Who's the first one that's going to be out on the dance floor? Maybe something like that. Different things. Who's going to make a speech, if you know the people? Because a lot of times it's the best man and the maid of honor. But then there's always one person in the audience that says, I have something to say. Stuff like that.
These are wedding bets? I'm sorry, I was getting...
Wedding prop bets.
Wedding prop bets.
Yep.
Imagine you said who catches the garter and...
that could be one, too. The guys...
bouquet.
Yeah,
right?
the guy puts on there things that, like I said, are probably easy to figure out, like live band or DJ, number of wedding cake tiers, over under 3.5, stuff like that. Who will cry during the first dance? But yeah, there's a ton of things you can put on there. But he has it broken down from cocktail hour to reception.
How about color of cummerbund?
There you go.
I mean, you want to get really fancy.
Yeah.
You can bet who's going to leave 1st. Who'll be the first guest to leave? Would it be on the groom side or the bride side?
Okay, you just make a 50-50.
Yeah.
So that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Who's going to get drunk and vomit first or something?
Yeah.
Anyway,
First
maybe
pass
just
out.
drunk.
Yep.
See, that's hard to tell though. 'Cause you can't tell when somebody's necessarily drunk.
No, there's a lot of it you could do.
Who falls down? I mean, from being drunk or something like that. You could do that.
Who's going to get up and try to sing? There's always somebody who may want to sing or something. Like I said, who's going to make a speech other than the people who usually do? You might see the dad say something or the mom.
See, I'm trying to think like Super Bowl, because Super Bowl prop bets are always the craziest. So I think like colors, like simple thing, like the color, like I said, the cummerbund, or maybe the bridesmaids dresses. Although they would probably match, right?
Yeah.
In most cases, they would match.
And I would say that's some that's easy information to get, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, some of this is.
I would think it would have to be things at the wedding. Like Franny said,
that would help if you're betting on a wedding.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying not things that you can look up or call somebody and say, what's Jimmy wearing? What kind of cummerbund is he wearing? Or what bow tie, tuxedo? I think it would be things more that you're at the wedding that actually would happen. What's the main course? Is there going to be shrimp or lobster?
First song.
Yeah, definitely.
Would be the first song played.
Yeah.
That'd be a crapshoot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, really, that'd be a tough one. No, but just song in general, not just not like their song, or the first dance or anything.
Yeah, because that's in the middle of the wedding usually.
You pretty much know what that's going to be if you know what quote unquote their song is.
Yeah, I think that you can make a lot of money with that.
Yeah.
And they might start having it, like I said, where sports betting is legal. People start doing it, and they'll bet on it. If you ever bet on anything at a wedding, let us know. 877-927-6969. Keep it positive, like Franny said.
I heard there's a new trend, too, speaking of weddings like that. I wasn't planning on bringing it up, but it's only a headline that I saw. Apparently, the throwing of the bouquets is kind of going on the way out, right? Because we have to be all-inclusive nowadays, right?
Yeah.
So now what they do is they give each girl that's single a flower out of the bouquet.
Oh, that's dumb.
It is, isn't it? Isn't that silly?
That's no fun. I want to see them fight over it. I want to see them die for it.
You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And then you start punching people. Oh, yeah.
I mean, but that's the whole point. It's not like you're handing it to somebody. It's a fair, if you don't know where it's going.
I agree. I'm just saying.
Here goes Franny when she's single. Give me that thing.
I'm just...
Hey, look out, bitch.
Give me that.
So now they're just handing out roses to all the single girls. That's silly.
They're trying to be nice.
It's like a participation trophy.
Pretty much.
That's exactly what it is.
Welcome to our youth.
877-927-6969.
Want to take a phone call?
Sure.
We got Mike on the line. Mike, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Penthouse.
Hey, Mike.
What's up, bub?
Can you hear me out?
Yes, sir.
Yep, got you loud and clear.
Okay, so it's not really on the topic you're talking about, but
that's all right.
I have this situation kind of going on with my relationship. A while ago, me and my wife, we kind of supposedly together, we started, kind of exploring the lifestyle. So we're supposed to start together, but then the last month or so, she came out to me and told me that she had feelings for one of her friends. And I'm like, well, one of the rules we started with was no friends. So now she's like, well, yeah, but I kind of want to explore this, and you're not being really supportive. I'm like, well, I can't really be supportive when you kind of broke your own rule. So now I'm kind of like in the position where I'm like, whatever it is you're going to decide to do, regardless of how I feel, how I think, and I've been in a really not so nice mood this past couple months. So,
well, that's understandable. Franny, you're the expert here. Can you help out? Sorry, I shouldn't make a joke.
It's okay.
Because Mike actually has a serious question here.
And I think you have
every... At you, Mike.
No, not at all. And I think you have every reason to be upset because when you decided that this was the lifestyle that you were choosing to do or trying out, you guys had rules in place. And she is not playing fair with them.
Yeah. I question Mike, is it now you say she has feelings for the other person as in love, or does she want to pursue sexual interests outside from you? Or both?
The way she tells me, she's like, I don't know why I have. And like, and in my point of view, I'm like, yeah, you do. You've been talking to him a lot more than you talk to me. You share with him a lot more stuff than you do with me. I've never really been that kind of guy like, no, you're not going to talk to this guy or whatever. You're not going to be friends with this guy or whatever. But yeah, like she's on the other side of the coin.
So there's getting to be an emotional connection there too. It's not just physical. And I'm guessing that when you guys decided you were going to live this lifestyle, it was just supposed to be more of a physical thing than it was starting a relationship or getting emotionally involved with somebody.
That's what my understanding was, right? But now that she somehow found these feelings for him, now she wants to kind of explore and move towards that and find out why she has these feelings for him. And she's been trying to tell me, well, you go and find a girlfriend. You go find a girl to talk to. Like, it's hard for me because of the way you've reacted in the past when I try to have a girlfriend. Not a girlfriend as in have like a relationship, but just a female friend. She's always been very jealous.
So it sounds like you guys shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah,
if she's jealous and then this is an issue, like this is the whole trying to change. And I understand maybe sometimes if things aren't going right in your marriage or relationship, you'll try anything and it was a conversation. But it sounds like you guys were not mentally or emotionally prepared to live this lifestyle. No. She's getting jealous and now she wants a boyfriend on the side and it just sounds like to me that and I know we can't go back in the past, but it sounds like this was a bad idea from the get-go.
She wants you to find somebody to take the guilt away from her because she's probably feeling a little bit guilty, finding feelings with another man. That's a tough one, bud. I don't know. I don't know what do you think, Greek?
I think anytime you step into this arena, you really got to think about it and talk about it to the person. But people can't control sometimes what they feel. I mean, they can go in with the best mindset about, hey, I'm going to do this, and then things overcome them. And that's a scary thought. It's not uncommon that people do this, and there is one person who falls for the other person.
Yeah,
it happens.
Maybe try to remind her that you are the couple, you're the original couple, and just try to let her know that you still care about her. And I don't know.
What does she expect you to do? Just sit aside while she explores this relationship?
No. That's not fair to you.
No, not at all.
No, and once you allow that to go on, it would continue. So it's not a good thing. And you can't give somebody on the other end like an ultimatum, like, hey, you can't do this. And it's really where you are today. It's not where you were yesterday. And it's not a great situation. And if you have feelings and you love somebody, it's very hard. If you really love somebody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because I think Franny pointed out that it was at one point that I told her about a month and a half ago, I told her, I'm like, look, right now, I know I'm not 100% healthy, and we're not really in the greatest spot that we can be. And she kind of took it the wrong way, got upset. I'm like, look, this is what I feel. This is what I think. I don't think we're ready. I am interested in this, but maybe we're not at the right time right now. And she kind of got mad and all that and got upset. And then, like, 2 weeks later, she drops the bomb that, well, I think I have feelings for my friend. I kind of want to, explore that. I'm like, so everything that I told you kind of just went in one ear out the other?
Is it possible that she already had feelings for this person and was trying to find a way to bring him into the relationship?
That's what I think. That's really honestly how I feel, because ever since she told me that, I've been just having this really bad gut feeling. I just been feeling a little sickening, and it's hard for me to see her the same way that I used to see her.
Well, of course, you're in love with her. When you're in love with somebody, it's always difficult like that. And it's not a switch you could just turn on and off and be like, okay, now you can date him and I'll date her, and I'll meet you back next Tuesday and we'll go to Tallahassee. It doesn't work like that. Right. It's very hard.
Yeah. And I try to even attempt to talk to females, but me just trying to talk to other females and just brings back memories of how she reacted when I had friends that I had friends from when I was in, elementary school, middle school, and she got upset because I was talking to them. So,
I don't think you finding a girl or finding somebody else is the answer to the solution, but unfortunately, it's hard for me to tell, and maybe Greek or Franny has a better answer. I don't know what to tell you as far as she is concerned. If she's moving on and moving to, she has feelings for somebody else, how do you stop that?
What I'm curious about, when you guys said you're going to have this alternate lifestyle, try it, was it separately or together with a third person?
It was going to start, when we started, it was supposed to be, me and her as a couple looking for another female.
Okay. And then
And now she seeks out and found a guy that she's into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
And now,
and she brought this up. I'm like, so this wasn't really ever about us. It was always about you.
Okay.
And she didn't really take that the right way, and she's like, no, it was about us doing this. I'm like, no, that's not what it seems like, because you're the one that's been talking to this guy, and I hardly ever talk to him. So you're the one that's talking to him in the daily, so it's about you, not really about us.
But you never were with her and this other guy and you, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, yeah, she definitely changed the rules. There's no doubt about it. I mean, you're playing basketball at 8, and she says, let's play to 10.
She did it to her advantage.
Yeah.
Sure sounds like it anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out.
It's hard to say. It sounds like she's already kind of starting to move on.
Yeah. You need to have a talk, and maybe counseling, but to just be like, this is not what we had agreed upon when we initially had this conversation, and it wasn't about you trying to, because that's what you said. Like, she wants to feel out this guy. She wants to start somewhat of a relationship. You guys are married.
Yeah, you can't do that.
And that's not, if you guys were bringing somebody into your relationship, different. But it sounds like she's trying to put you to the side and get to see, what's like, and what happens if she does, try to feel it out and decide that she wants to be with him.
And then you're done?
As you're sitting on the sidelines, no. You're worth more than that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. You got to talk to her, like Francis said. That's the best thing.
Yeah.
But say, this isn't what we talked about.
Well, and that's, yeah. And the thing is, I already have. I told them, like, you're just looking for someone to replace me with. That's what I feel. Exactly what kind of Franny's words were. I told her that a couple of weeks ago after she told me the news. I'm like, this isn't really about us. It's about you. You broke your rules and you're okay with it. But if I would have broken the rule, you would have been all pissy and mad and started a whole deal. So it's okay for you.
It's always okay for the person who wants it. I mean, that's what she wants. So of course she's going to be like, no. So you got to have a conversation with her, figure it out. Like Franny says, you're worth more. You have to realize that. And a lot of times in life, when you let other people make decisions for you, guess what? They're not good decisions for you. So, and remember, Derek Jeter last night said on The Captain, it's a great line, loyalty one way is stupidity. Take it from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, you got to talk to her.
All righty.
All right.
I'll try to talk to her again.
All right. Let us know what happens.
Good luck. Sorry about that.
Please let us know how this works out, Mike. We're very curious on that. And
it always gets very confusing.
Good luck to you.
It is the Penthouse, and it is a hot Tuesday. We're going to come back with some Florida stories. I don't know, Franny, if you could top that one. That was pretty good.
I don't know. Can I use that one in my Florida story?
You could. Go ahead.
Yeah, so a guy who decided I'm just gonna go around this death investigation. Oh. And not only did he do that, he had all kinds of stuff in his car while he was doing it. So I will fill you in on what's going on with that. Plus, we have a cow situation on the turnpike and so much more on the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Your shot at $1,000 is coming up in just a few minutes. It's the Inflation Vacation on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7, presented by the Glass Chamber.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Time for Lowe's summer savings. Get an additional $500 off now on select major appliances. In-store, must ask cashier to apply discount at time of purchase. Online, must enter applicable promo code at checkout. Savings vary based on purchase amount while supplies last. Valid 7/14 through 7/20.
Dr. G's UrgentCare.com. Let our family take care of your family.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt. One of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold. Deadline fast approaching. But a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Here's to the great American settlers. The millions of you who settled for unsatisfying jobs because they pay the bills. Of course, there is something else you could do if you got something to say. Start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart and unleash your creative freedom. Maybe even earn enough money to one day tell your old boss, "Hey, I'm no settler. I'm an explorer." Spreaker.com. Spreaker. Hustle on over today.
You want music that moves your body and your soul? Check out your new favorite song, Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark.
Brown skin boy,
His debut single, Brown Skin Gold, is an infectious introduction to this up-and-coming artist from Chicago. The crisp beats and smooth delivery let you know that J Question Mark is soon to be the hottest name in music. Play Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark for your friend, your girl, your mama, and everybody. Available now on all your favorite streaming platforms. That's Brown Skin Gold by J Question Mark, wherever you get your music.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 8/28/2022. Restrictions apply. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 2H 2021. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel we'll be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
If you've ever ordered food for work, you understand. It's different. There's just so much more at stake. Whether it's a meeting, a client call, or lunch with the office that has to arrive at the actual lunchtime, food for work has to work. That's why there's Easy Cater. Food that's on time and as ordered from over 82,000 restaurants. And if there's a problem, rare, you can reach someone in seconds.
Thank you for calling Easy Cater.
Some food just doesn't work at work, but Easy Cater just does. Order 24/7 at easycater.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
Boca Raton accident finally clearing 95 South at Congress Avenue, but we are stop and go from Gateway Boulevard. Turnpike looks good. Make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries. Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
This is WZZR FM, West Palm Beach, Real Radio 92.1, powered by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Been in an accident? Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the keyword credit, CREDIT, on our website, realradio921.com. That's credit, CREDIT, on our website, realradio921.com. Good luck from Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you are back in the PH on a terrific Tuesday. Hey, everybody, what's going on? This is Franny. Of course, we have producer extraordinaire Jimmy with us.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Hello, and good afternoon to you. And G-Man around there somewhere. And I do believe, since we have a couple minutes, do we want to get into a phone call maybe before we get into what the Florida action?
All right, we can do that.
Okay.
We got our buddy Freddie Covers checking in with us. Freddie, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, happy day after the home run derby.
Yeah, how about that? Sato won, right?
Yeah, it was fun. It was actually watching Albert up there at his age. That was probably my highlight of the day. I mean, we were talking a little bit yesterday about, at-bats versus plate appearances. And plate appearances I've never heard talked about in relation to the ratio of plate appearances to number of home runs in the career. So as I'm watching the Derby last night, I thought, well, geez, let's try this with at-bats versus home runs in your career. Now, having said that, where do you think that Hank Aaron stands up on that list?
No clue.
Top 10?
I would guess maybe top 10. Henry Aaron played a long, long time.
44th.
Wow.
It's shocking, isn't it?
Yeah, because he played a long time. I think he played 20 years or more.
Yeah, he had a long career, no doubt. And I thought it was interesting just to see some other stats on there. But, and then I think about that, and I think about, Babe Ruth. I've always thought of him as being the best baseball player ever. I think that he would have gone into the Hall of Fame as a pitcher, and obviously he went in, as a player, as a fielder and hitter. He pitched 6 years for the Red Sox, 94 and 46, a 2.28 ERA, 163 starts, 107 complete games. Pretty impressive stats, I thought, there.
Yeah.
But interesting to see the other side of that as well. And so if we look at the list of at-bats ratio per home runs, again from yesterday, who came up first? Mark McGwire.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that with at-bats. Shooting with plate appearances, and I didn't expect it with at-bats. Mark McGwire, 10.61, followed by Babe Ruth, followed by Bonds, Jim Thome, Giancarlo Stanton, Ralph Kiner, Harlan Killebrew, Sammy Sosa, Mike Trout, Ted Williams, Manny Ramirez, Adam Dunn, Ryan Howard, Juan Gonzalez, another shocker there, Dave Kingman, Russell Branyan, Mickey Mantle, A-Rod, Jimmy Fox, Mike Schmidt, Canseco, Albert Bell.
All right.
I thought,
the list is too long.
Yeah, I know. But I just thought it was very interesting to see that.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to see that. So I thought that was interesting. Just thought I'd throw that out there as a little tidbit.
Thank you, Frank. Always appreciate it, brother. Thanks for the call. Thanks for getting involved. Like I always say, call the Greek Zone. We dive into sports a little bit more and gambling. Love to hear about that stuff. And appreciate the call. 877-927-6969. Now, Franny's got to get to some Florida stories.
Oh, all right.
You want to do them? Okay. I don't know.
Florida. Florida. After. That's all right.
Florida.
I'm from Florida. Do it.
All right, I'll make them quick.
Do it,
What the
baby.
Florida?
Take your time.
All
Take your
right.
time. Take your time.
Okay.
We make the rules around here.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Well, Florida man decides that he's going to ignore several marked law enforcement vehicles whose emergency lights were actively flashing. And the reason why is because there was a road closure set in place for a death investigation. And this was on US 41 in the Port Charlotte area. And this dude, Terry Carlton, was like, disregard. And he went around it anyways. They said he actually went up through and on the median around emergency vehicles that were blocking traffic because of this. They were conducting a death investigation. Well, they ended up pulling him over, obviously.
Yep.
And when they did, he not only was driving on a suspended license, he also had an open bottle of Crown Royal next to him, and a plastic baggie containing meth was also found in his car.
Yeah.
So shocker.
That's what the cops said when they pulled him over.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yes, we got him.
He failed a series of field sobriety tests before he was arrested for driving under the influence and felony drug possession. I mean, how high are you? You got all that stuff on you. You got an open bottle, you got meth, and you're like, I'm just going to drive around all these cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nobody don't know.
Or just like, nobody.
What's up?
Yeah.
Nice. That was a double.
That was a good one.
I do pretty good drunk. And then we have cows.
It's okay, I'm drunk. Doesn't hurt.
It's okay.
And then we have cows who were blocking the Florida Turnpike. This happened yesterday after a truck fire. This Alabama man was driving a semi, and he had a little hitch behind him, and he was hauling cows. And the semi-cab started to catch fire. So he pulled over, and he was like, I gotta let these cows out. I can't let them die in this thing.
Very nice.
So he opens up the cattle trailer door, and about 70 cows escaped the smoke and flames. The fire department did respond and extinguish the fire. And they say there was no injuries reported, but because of all the cattle on the turnpike, they had to close both directions, and traffic, they said, was diverted for nearly 4 hours.
Oh, my God. I can't even imagine it.
So that sucks if you were stuck in there. That was in the St. Cloud area. You can watch the video, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. And then finally, I don't know why she had so much food on her, but she did. She was on a sidewalk, this one woman, and she got in an altercation with the victim, who was older. And the reason why I say that is because she was charged with battery on a person 65 years or older. And so Lynn was walking, and she got in an argument with a man. Well, as it escalated, he started to walk away from her, and lo and behold, she had a can of beans, and she threw it at that man's back.
Boom!
Then she was like, that wasn't enough for her. Then she had another half-full can of beans, so she was already digging into that can, and she threw that at the man, covering him, they said, in baked bean liquid. Then after that, the victim said, well, not only did she hit me with a full closed can of beans and then an open can of beans, and then she hit him with a hard-boiled egg. Yep. So it looks like Lynn was having her lunch as she's walking down the sidewalk. Yeah, so it looks like that there was witnesses that said, yep, we absolutely saw her throw all those things at this man.
Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
Franks and beans.
She just sounds like a gem, right? I don't even see her mugshot, but I can just picture her. I bet she's a stunner. Throwing baked beans and eggs at 65-year-old men.
Big mole right about here.
Cigarette hanging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. She definitely has a real raspy voice.
17 bracelets.
Ooh, is that a Pall Mall?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, boy. And there you go. That's your What the Florida.
Nice. Thank you, Francis. We do it twice a show, 105 and 1105 stories about South Florida or all of Florida that you guys give us. We'll come back and we'll talk about a marriage therapist and telling you certain things that you may be surprised, you may not be. It is the Penthouse. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
It takes several sources of energy to bring you energy. There's natural gas, nuclear, solar, and another source that's, well, pretty darn special. Florida Power and Light.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for making your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Unfortunately, time does not stop for any of us, but when you visit Begin a New Med, Jupiter's premier luxury med spa, you will sure feel like you did reverse those hands of time. Hey, this is Franny. As you age, you may notice a lack of libido, weight gain, hair loss, and for most, some exhaustion. But what if I told you that Begin a New Med Spa could help fix all of that? They have an excellent sexual health program with a wide range of solutions to improve your sexual health and make you and your partner happy again. If you're dealing with hair loss, their platelet-rich plasma therapy helps stimulate hair growth, no need to undergo surgery, and hair transplants. And if you're dealing with fatigue, low libido, weight gain, or difficulty sleeping, then the testosterone replacement therapy may be right for you. All you have to do is set up a consultation at Begin a New Med Spa, and their incredible professional staff will get you down the right path to feeling and looking your best. They also specialize in Botox for men and laser hair removal and tattoo removal. Check out all they have to offer at beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
Some banks can make it complicated to redeem credit card rewards. But with Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. Talk about amazing. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Call me, Mark Anajar, at the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733 for a free consultation. And take back control of your life.
Office in West Palm Beach.
There's a reason Comcast Business powers more businesses than any other provider. Actually, there's a few. Comcast Business offers the fastest, reliable network, the peace of mind that comes with Security Edge, helping to protect all your connected devices, and the most reliable 5G mobile network. Want me to keep going? I can. Whether your small business is starting or growing, you need Comcast Business. Technology solutions that put you ahead and give you serious savings. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with internet for $30 a month with no annual contract required. Plus, ask how to get a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 8/28/2022. Restrictions apply. Enrollment in EcoBill and AutoPay required. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Comcast Business Mobile utilizes the network with the most RootMetrics 5G data reliability wins in 2H 2021. Results may vary. Award is not an endorsement.
Mike Lang here from Air Around the Clock. With 2 huge warehouses full of air conditioners from top brands such as American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, a fix to your AC problems is just one call away. Air Around the Clock, 1-888-FIX-MY-AC.
When you're an innovative business, every blinking cursor, every blank page is an opportunity. What will you do with it? Will you make something better or create something new? Our Dell Technologies advisors provide you with tools and expertise to do incredible things. Because we believe there's an innovator in all of us.
For advice on smart PCs powered by Intel vPro that's built for business, call the Dell Technologies Advisor at 877-ASK-DELL.
Man, I slept.
New ZQuil Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep is made for people who are tired of being tired.
I've never slept like this before. I've never woken up like this before.
A melatonin-free sleep aid made with a botanical blend that contains clinically studied and effective valerian root, hops, and passion flower, shown to help promote better restorative sleep. ZQuil Pure Z's restorative herbal sleep. Sleep this good, feel this good. Available at retailers near you.
Some breaking news. Famed political strategist Dick Morris says Donald Trump is running for president. Few people know President Trump better than Dick Morris. For years, Morris has served as his top advisor. Now, in his new bestseller, The Return, Dick reveals Trump's long-expected plan for 2024, his real reason for running, and his coming surprise announcement. Dick says Trump still might face 3 threats, but Biden can never be re-elected. Newsmax calls The Return the only political book you need to read. It's already an Amazon #1 bestseller. If you want to see Trump's plan, Dick Morris shares it. Big media, big tech, and the deep state all want to stop Trump. But The Return shows they'll fail, and Trump will triumph. Get Dick Morris's The Return in bookstores everywhere, or see the free offer from Newsmax. Go to thereturn911.com. That's thereturn911.com.
At Morgan & Morgan, the fee is free. You don't pay us anything unless we win your case.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
From the Racetrack Traffic Center.
Boca Raton accident finally clearing 95 South at Congress Avenue, but we are stop and go from Gateway Boulevard. Turnpike looks good. Make sure that you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Kim Reynolds kept Iowa free during the height of COVID. Get to know Governor Kim Reynolds better on The Truth with Lisa Booth. And make sure to listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday and all throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What can you hear on the free iHeartRadio app? Well, let's do it. Everything. Tap radio to listen to live radio stations from across the country and around the world. Need a playlist to fit your mood or set the mood? We got them from working out to chilling out and everything in between. And nobody has more podcasts than the free iHeartRadio. Discover music, radio, and podcasts you'll love.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Tuesday afternoon. It's a hot Tuesday. Remember that to try to stay cool. Always appreciate you guys listening. 8 chances a day to win $1,000. And if you like listening to us, you might like looking at us a little bit more. Go to our website, go to Real TV, and check it out. It's sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. Get to see Francis, Jimmy, and myself every day doing what we do best. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And sometimes when you have issues in relationships, you go to an expert.
Mm-hmm.
If you're open-minded, you said, hey, you know what? I want to make this better. How can I? And I think, Jimmy, you got a little heads up for us.
Yeah, go to an expert. Greek.
WWGD. That's what we do on Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
That's all this was. It was a big promotion for that. No, actually, that is a great place for you to get some advice on love and life. But this marriage therapist revealed the top complaint she hears about men from their wives. So gather up right, nice and close around that speaker, guys, because here's where it is. Corinne Voller is a marriage therapist, speaker, and online educator from Minnesota. In her practice, she focuses on couples considering divorce. So a little background, and you understand where this is coming from. This is one of the top things I hear from women as a complaint, saying that their husbands are waiting for them, meaning their wives, to tell them what needs to be done. She shared this, of course, on a TikTok video. She said, quote, let's talk about the difference between active responsibility and passive responsibility. She said, active responsibility would be you looking around the house for things that you could do and take responsibility for those things that need to happen within the house. Alternatively, Passive responsibility would be being available to help, but waiting for somebody to tell you what needs to be done. She challenges her viewers to question which term would best describe their own behavior. What women really want is someone who is actively responsible for the house and for the children and not waiting for their wife to let them know what needs to be done. In another clip with over 4.2 million views, Voller offers a general rule of thumb to prevent arguments from escalating unnecessarily. She says, stop giving your partner more information. Trying to get them to see things the way you see them doesn't work. Switch to talking about how you feel versus trying to give them more information. Sounds like it come from a woman.
Yes, it does.
I get where they're coming from. Though. I get where she's coming from.
No shot. No. I could see that.
Yeah. Like, and that's the thing. And I hear this more from my friends who have children and
children.
Yes,
big key there.
Yeah, I do because I think my husband and I are pretty good at knowing our place, our duties at home, like what we should do, what he handles, what I handle. But I hear it a lot, and most of the time it's from my friends who have kids about like I feel like I shouldn't have to ask him this.
Yeah.
I feel like he should just know it.
Right.
Yeah, but a lot of guys don't know, and a lot of times it goes.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times. Yeah. A lot of times it goes how you're raised, what you've seen as a child or young adult. Maybe, growing up, you didn't have a sister or brother younger. I mean, different things like that. Some guys get intimidated around kids. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying these are things that if you communicate on both ends and said, hey, you know what? I do need help with this. Then you could jump in and do what you have to do.
But that's exactly what she's saying is what the women are complaining about.
Yeah.
That she's saying that the wives complain that they shouldn't have to ask.
Yeah.
You should just be able to see it and do it.
Yeah.
And I think that is very common with the kids, right? The old, you can tell that the baby needs to be fed or changed or, to bathed or whatever. And you should just go ahead and do it when you see it. And rightfully so with things around the house, right? And I'm sure you mentioned about like you and Matt have, your duties, right? And I don't want to stereotype, but whatever, whether it's laundry or whatever, like, yours does that and you do that and he does his, right? And we have the same way at home. The way it is for us is very simple. Anything inside she does, anything outside I do.
It's basically the same.
Pretty safe way to to work it out.
It's basically the same.
And she doesn't have to ask me to mow the lawn. I just mow it when I see it.
Yeah.
And that's just a simple, example. But there are some other things too, I'm sure, that guys, or some guys, I think, use it as an excuse. Well, you didn't ask me to do it, so I guess I don't have to do it. And I'm sure that goes both ways. To be honest with you, I don't think that's necessarily just men to, women to the men.
No, I'm sure, but I think like every communication is everything, and every good relationship. You got to be able to say what you want and ask them, and if you need help, ask them. And I don't think anybody assumes anything. If somebody's just sitting on the couch eating, bombs all day and watching you go back and forth 50 times, I'm sure that gets annoying. Where you're like, hey, a little help here.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
And
there's a prime example of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you're saying it in an exaggerated way, but it's not necessarily exaggerated in some relationship where the guy or the girl will just the other person, I'll say, just sits there and watches somebody else do all the work.
And some guys don't want to do it.
You're like, what? You didn't say anything, so why should I get up?
Yeah. I think it's just common courtesy, just like holding a door for somebody. And sometimes, like I said, you have the knowledge of it, and sometimes you don't. And some guys just don't want to deal with it, and some guys are intimidated by it.
I'll never poo-poo on communication. There should always be communication. That is obviously very, very key. But sometimes you don't need to be told. That's when you're dealing with children, because, children you have to tell. Pick that up, pick that up, pick that up.
I had a good friend of mine who owned his own company, and it was pretty large, and he used to have a test with employees. This is something a little bit different, but he would put paper on the floor, like a piece of paper just crumpled up on the floor, and he would see who would pick it up and who would walk by.
Oh, I knew great example. I knew somebody who did that at restaurants.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not a very liked guy, but he owns a bunch of restaurants in the area, and he was part owner of a restaurant I worked at for a long time until he got bought out. But he would do that. He would drop a napkin or something on the floor, and just watch and see how many people would go to see if they picked it up or not.
And obviously, you're talking about employees and customers,
yes,
right? Yeah,
employees.
Okay. Yep.
And then he would lose his mind if somebody to pick it up.
Oh, this guy
caused a scene.
Yeah, he didn't lose his mind. He just said that he saw what kind of employee it was.
Yeah.
And that just went from being a good thing to being a bad thing. Because it's one thing if you want to do that test. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No,
I think
no.
that's not a terrible test. But you don't have to berate someone over it. First of all, I just point it out. Hey, this
Next
is
time.
what I'd like. You know, can you be proactive?
Sure.
Can you see these things that need to be done and go ahead and do them without being asked to do it? But you don't have to, make somebody feel like they're 2 inches tall.
Yeah.
Never. You should do that because you're not gonna. What you're gonna do is get the person to not even, tap into you and just tap out and be like, all right, I'm done. But a lot of times, like you said, you shouldn't have to ask. But I think you got to communicate. It is the Penthouse. There's no doubt about it. We're always here for you every day, 10 to 2. We'll come back with a trifecta. It was Ben getting cold feet. Dun, 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 in the Penthouse. Peace.
Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio. Go on, tell it. Show that damn thing who's boss.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries. Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's Hot and Crispy Fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
I told you the car market is heating up. I told you I was paying more. What are you waiting for? GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar. I told my buyers, let's get them bought. We do what we say we're going to do. When we say we're going to do it, it's that simple. 45-second auto bid online. Bada bing, bada boom. That's GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Are you getting the internet speed you need? The state of Florida has launched an anonymous statewide study of broadband speeds with a free internet speed test. The results of the study will help guide investments to improve broadband speeds around our state. To take the test and measure your connection speed, visit fasterflorida.org. That's fasterflorida.org to take the state's official internet speed test.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
When the forgotten poor are in need of healing, they wait for a ship unlike any other. Mercy Ships, a floating hospital staffed by volunteers, heroes of mercy who donate their time to save lives.
Every human has the right to have a place at the table of the human race.
If you could just see the smiles that you get when lives have been changed, then it would make it all worth it.
To learn more about Heroes of Mercy, go to mercyships.org.
Welcome to Lowe's Summer Savings. Find great deals across the entire store and check out the back aisle for savings you can't pass up. Get up to an additional $500 off now on select major appliances, or snag our Allen & Roth Harlow Brush Nickel Widespread Faucet. Was $99, now $79. Enjoy great savings all summer long at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Appliances in-store must ask cashier to apply discount at time of purchase. Online must enter applicable promo code at checkout. Savings vary based on purchase amount. While supplies last, about 7/14 through 7/20.
Thanks, everyone, for making your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt, one of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold, deadline fast approaching, but a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done, safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, Sausage Patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
This report is streamed live on our iHeartRadio app. Download it now.
We're not seeing any major delays or incidents on our Palm Beach Expressways up to speed on the Turnpike. And at 95, we do have construction slowdowns. Southern Boulevard at Flagler Drive. 2 right lanes are blocked. And on Banyan Boulevard, expect delays east at Quadrille Boulevard with 2 left lanes taken up there. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Governor Kim Reynolds kept Iowa free during the height of COVID. Get to know Governor Kim Reynolds better on The Truth.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yeah, Jimmy, way to rock it on a hot Tuesday in the Penthouse. 877-927-6969. That's the number. Call if you guys want to jump in the water. It's nice. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
Give it to me, Creep.
Tonight is an all-star game. You can bet on it, by the way, at DraftKings. National League against American League. And this is it for sports tonight. There's nothing else going on. And tomorrow's a completely dry day in sports. One of the only days of the year where there's no NBA. NFL's not playing yet. You don't have baseball, and you don't have hockey. So there's not much going on. But all-star game tonight, National League against American League. Check it out. You should enjoy it. It's in Dodger Stadium. The Yankees have 2 of the starting outfielders, which is rare. That doesn't happen much in sports. Stanton and Judge starting for the Yanks in the American League All-Star game. LeBron James has a show called The Shop, and he's on there. It's done, I think, once a month with a bunch of his friends, his agent, and a lot of people in the entertainment world or fashion or sports. And he has some comments a lot of times that you're like, ooh, well, LeBron said last week that the Boston Celtic fans are racist. He said they even wear shirts that say blank LeBron. He says they probably buy him at the Boston Garden. Well, the Boston Garden responded and said, Boston Celtics responded, no, we do not. We do not sell those shirts in our arena. I didn't think so. I said it from the very beginning. Now, I don't know if it was tongue-in-cheek with LeBron, but it's an NBA team. It's a franchise. They're not going to promote that in any shape or form and use a profanity. They're just not. And they're not going to even go after other players. So LeBron did get his answer. I only wonder next year when the Lakers come to town. It's only one time they play the Celtics. Wow. You think you see a lot of those shirts, Jimmy, that say blank LeBron?
Yep.
I think you will see a lot of those.
If not sure, it's signs.
Yeah, you will see a lot.
Did Mr. James provide any evidence of any racial slurs that were hurled as to why he would call it? Or is it just simply these people saying that LeBron sucks?
He said when he plays there, he always hears stuff and stuff like that. He's not the first player to say stuff like that, but saying that the Celtics sell T-shirts that say that, I mean, that's not true.
Well, saying LeBron sucks doesn't make you a racist.
No. I'm saying about the T-shirts, but he said he's heard other things from people that obviously I'm not going to say on the radio by the fans, but different stuff. And, fans are brutal. I'm not saying they're not.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't that the Celtics themselves as a franchise are selling those T-shirts. And Joe Coy, comedian, a friend of the show, and his girlfriend for a year, Chelsea Hanley, have called it quits.
Handler.
And this is after whatever. And this is after they did a video. Franny was rooting for them, and so was I, celebrating 1 year. And then they came out there, and then they said schedule differences. They're going to break up, but maybe they'll get back together. They might get back. And Joe Coy does have a movie called Easter Sunday. Somebody did text me that. So maybe he's promoting his movie. She's traveling. And you know what? Love's tough to fight. So if they fall back in love, they'll get back together again, like other couples have. And that is your trifecta.
Just a reminder, too, that if you've got to pay attention every morning, 6 to 10, our friends over at Rover Morning Glory is giving you a shot to get out to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. By the way, Rover's dubbing it the iHeart Festival because you've got to be fast. You've got to be able to name a song and the title of a song and the artist of a song. And if you do it very quickly, you could be in the running for a VIP trip for 2 to the iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas. So stay tuned for that. He's doing it all this week and next week. And only happening right here on Real Radio 92.1 and 107 and our friends at Rover's Morning Glory. Want to take a quick phone call?
Sure.
We got Dude on the line. Hey, Dude, what's happening?
Hey, I'm having my own music festival on my Twitter channel. I've been tweeting a lot of songs that I think are like the greatest songs ever, right? So I'm trying to get some feedback. And my Twitter channel's like, all you got to do is go, my name's not Buddy, it's Dude. And then it comes right up first listing. I was just trying to let you guys check it out, maybe your audience. But I've got some really choice songs that I've tweeted, and I'm just doing more daily. I'm just trying to get some feedback, man. Like, are these really good, or is it just in my own head, So it's like, my name's not Buddy, it's Dude.
That's it? That's what you got?
That's the name of the song?
Yeah, if you Google
YouTube channel?
and just say this. Yeah, if you, you're listening, right? Like Google's listening, so you say, hey, Google, my name's not Buddy, it's Dude. And it comes right up to my Twitter channel.
Okay. Oh, your Twitter channel.
Yeah, I tweeted all these songs.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Thanks for the call.
Mm-hmm. I'll look into it later.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate
it. So Greek teased it a little bit earlier about Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So there is a little rumor going around. Is it possible that Jennifer Lopez thought that Ben might get cold feet?
Not a second time.
According to a source, it's because she was afraid that Jen was afraid that he might skip out. Quote, Jennifer has been ready to get married since the night that Ben proposed. She wanted to lock this down and remove any chance of him having cold feet. They also mentioned that Ben's 16-year-old daughter, Violet, didn't attend the wedding because she's loyal to her mom, Jennifer Gardner, of course. Even though the wedding was small, Ben and J-Lo are reportedly going to have a big party on Ben's property in Georgia within the next couple of weeks. I've seen that, too. A source said it'll be a 2 or 3 day affair. Whoa, nice. You're invited, right, Greek?
I can't make it, though.
Oh, you can't make it? Darn it.
Yeah. I'm going to send a video.
It looks like a nice little house. I don't want to say little. I mean, it's a decent-sized house. Yeah.
By the way, Jen turns 53 on the 24th, so maybe they'll have a birthday celebration with her.
That'll
be one whole
That'll be
big
nice.
bash.
Birthday wedding celebration.
So rare that you think that she would think he's going to bail again. I don't think that's
it could just be rumors, but because they said the woman who actually worked at the Little White Wedding Chapel, her name was Kenosha Porter. She was working that night, and she said that.
What did she say?
She said that it was all love. She said that it was extremely emotional during their intimate wedding with their children. She said they were both crying as they were standing at the altar.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, for their very quick 10-minute ceremony. But yeah, she said it seemed all very lovely and about love, and that they really were into each other. So.
I hope it works.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
For some reason, those two seem to match. I like out of the ones that she's been with. I don't know. For some reason, I can see these two lasting.
Hopefully. If this one doesn't, she's got to bail.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah. Then that's it.
Does she? I don't know.
Still might want to go for that
Okay.
5. Yeah, another one so she can beat Brady rings.
She's a young 53.
Mhm.
So
Very young.
I posted this on realradio921.com if you have not seen it yet. And I know, Jimmy, you saw this as well. And I just want to ask the question, like, what kind of action figure would you want to be?
Oh, yeah.
So this is really cool. If you've not seen it, you can see the video. So Hasbro's, they've decided, they partnered up with a 3D printing company called Formlabs. And they are creating what they call the Selfie series, which is customizable action figures. So people are going to be able to scan their faces using an app that can be turned into a 6-inch action figure. And so right now, the designs include costumes based on G.I. Joes, Ghostbusters, Power Rangers, and Marvel characters. They say as well as some inspired by Star Wars characters too. But it's going to cost about $60. And they say that they're going to be shipped out later on this year. So they say that a select number of fans that were at the San Diego Comic-Con, or that's coming up next week, are actually going to be the first to create these action figures based on themselves. And I thought this was really cool. So if you want to see how it's done or what it's going to look like, there's a video up there, a YouTube video on realradio921.com. But G-Man, because we know you consider yourself a superhero, right? Would you?
Superman.
Would you be a superhero? Like, what would your action figure be? How would he be dressed? Would you want him to be a superhero? Would you want him to be more like a G.I. Joe? Like, what would it be?
Man. I'd probably go with Real Radio colors, black, red, and white.
Okay, but what are you a superhero? Like, what are you?
I'm a superhero, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I got a little cape, not too long.
Or just a small cape?
Small cape.
All right. That's cute.
not real long, because you don't want it to catch on things. And I'd be able to fly and, do things special. Like if anybody was in harm's way, I could protect them. Something like that. Stop a bullet.
Yeah.
A little like Superman, but Super Greek. Stuff like that.
Oh, your action figure does a lot of stuff. Stops bullets and everything.
Already got the name Super Greek. Nobody saw this coming.
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun. And I give everybody high fives as I walk through the crowd, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, after I'm done, I fly away and I said, now it's a better place to be on the earth. Peace.
I love how this turned into an action figure to you being a full-on real superhero.
Out of all the stories that we've ever put up for our show prep, I knew this would be the one that would catch his attention.
What about you, Jimmy? And let's say, okay, out of these options, right? Would you rather do Marvel? Would you be G.I. Joe? Would you do Star Wars or Power Rangers themed?
I am the elf warrior of Gallandror.
I don't know. What do you think?
Already got a set.
Or Ghostbusters is an option.
As much as it's hard because the whole idea behind this is that they can 3D print your face, your head onto one of these type of action figures, right? So that's the whole thing. So it's just basically taking your head. But my favorite Marvel characters I'd want to go with is Iron Man.
Okay.
So, but Iron Man wears a mask.
Yeah.
So it's sort of,
You want to be able to see that face of yours with a mustache.
Sometimes it's open, but because that would be me. Yeah. I love Iron Man.
What about you?
Yeah, I think I would probably. I don't know. I don't know which one. Definitely wouldn't be a G.I. Joe. But the same thing, like the Power Rangers, right? Power Rangers are all masked up as well too.
There you go. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
You're too pretty to wear a mask.
But what's the point of doing that if you're? I mean, there's no point, right?
Yeah, they can't even see you.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of maybe who's it? Like Black Widow. She doesn't wear a mask.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Right?
Sure.
She doesn't wear one, and she's got that really hot black outfit, one piece jumpsuit or whatever.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
She's like the newest Avenger, one of the newer Avengers, anyway.
Yeah. So
she's badass. I love her.
There's definitely I enjoy her as well too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this would be really cool. $60 isn't it? I don't think that's too much to ask for to have your own action figure.
Yeah, Can you imagine it? You're actually sending, to Hasbro, we're talking about a major toy manufacturer. Yeah. You send in a thing and they can 3D your face and head onto an action figure. I think that's the coolest thing in the world. For $60, you would think something like that would be, custom made. It would be, very expensive.
If you go to the parks, or anywhere, you take a picture when you walk in or on a waterfall or something, they charge you money. They charge like $50. That's just a picture of you going down a slide. Yeah. I think this is cool.
And it's huge. It's 6 inches. That's right. So what it says. It says right there. It says,
massive.
It says 6 inches right there. And I even repeat on my sheet. I said, "Whoa, Greek 6 inches." to show how big that would be.
Oh, you are unbelievable. It is the Penthouse. You want to be a Superman? You want to be a superhero? Be your hero and listen to Real Radio all day long. After us, it's the News Junkies and then the Greek Zone where we talk about sports and gambling. And we are getting close to football season where I know everybody likes to put some money on the line. Jimmy, great job. Thank you for what you did behind the scenes and in the microphone and all the stuff you help us with every single day. Couldn't do the show without you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Greek. Thank you very much, Franny. Good to have you back. Dear, always a pleasure to see your pretty face. And you too, Greek. And thank you for listening.
Francis, thank you for coming to work today. We appreciate it. We missed you more than you know. Every day was very difficult doing the show without you. So that's it. For the end of the year, you can't miss it.
Okay.
That's it. Yep, no more.
No promises, but no, thank you. It's nice to be back. As always, of course, with Jimmy and G-Man, and of course, you out there. And something I did miss these past few days were Greek's parting words.
I am Superman.
Is that it? Are those your parting words? Perfect.
That's tough. I'm going to take it from Derek Jeter last night, the captain. Loyalty one way is stupidity. So remember, if you're loyal to somebody, they should be loyal to you. And if they're not, you bail out. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back tomorrow. And don't forget, next is the News Junkies and then the Greek Zone. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Your shot at $1,000 is coming up in just a few minutes. It's the Inflation Vacation on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7, presented by the Glass Chamber.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Our skies are partly cloudy to mostly sunny as we move through this Tuesday. Very hot for us as well. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 90s for the afternoon today. It's going to feel like the triple digits, though, when you factor in the humidity. Limited rain chances out there for us today as well. Only 1 or 2 possible passing showers later on.
This report is sponsored by the Our American Stories podcast.
You may know that the Star-Spangled Banner was written during the Battle of Baltimore, but did you know that it wasn't adopted until 1931 and was written by a tone-deaf lawyer? Be sure to listen to this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Here's to the great American settlers, the millions of you who settled for unsatisfying jobs because they pay the bills. Of course, there is something else you could do if you got something to say. Start a podcast with Spreaker from iHeart and unleash your creative freedom. Maybe even earn enough money to one day tell your old boss, hey, I'm no settler, I'm an explorer. Spreaker.com. SPREAKE